Heyo.
And we welcome you live to the Brevard Sports Network here for the first edition this season of Friday Night Lights in the 2024-2025 school year. I'm Jackson Robb. Alongside me tonight on the broadcast is Logan Pettit. And Logan, we're back. Football is back here. Fall sports have been back for a week, but football's turn to take the limelight. And we have the MCC Hustlers facing off against the Lake Brantley Patriots. And this one's an interesting one. Last season, obviously, MCC garnered a lot of hype throughout the offseason and lived up to it. 9-3 season, went all the way to the regional finals, hosted all the way through the regional finals. But this year, I honestly think this team has a deeper roster and a season that will hold higher expectations. And they start with a solid Lake Brantley team out of Central Florida.
Yeah, well, first of all, Jackson, let me just say, happy to be back. Long overdue. Just excited to be watching some football tonight with you and talking about it. But, yeah, we were kind of fortunate to see both of these teams last year. In fact, the first game that we did last year, I do believe, was a Lake Brantley versus Melbourne team, so we're kind of familiar with what they're about. And, yeah, you spoke to it. MCC, I don't want to say overachieved, but they're a darn good football team in this county, and they return a lot of talent, and they got a lot of talent coming into their school. So it's going to be an exciting game to watch, and really excited to see what MCC can do offensively now that Knox Robinson's over here calling the plays. Heck of an offensive mind, and it'll be pretty exciting to see with quarterback like Brogan McNabb under center.
Yeah, the transfer class, if you will, for MCC this year, one to keep an eye on at quarterback. Now they lose Joseph Allen, who was coming up to be their sophomore quarterback, which could have been devastating to this program, but they quickly turn around and snag the quarterback from their rival school, Holy Trinity, Brogan McNabb, who is arguably the best dual-threat quarterback in Brevard last year, top 10 in rushing out of any player, and top 5 in passing. And they also add one of the most dynamic young players at any position in Noah Flores from Satellite, who accounted for around 40% of the Scorpions' offense last year. They take that away and bring it in here. Couple that with Justin Woolard and Ramel Hernandez out at wide receiver. And this offense is absolutely studded for MCC. Willie Tillman will be coaching his first game as the MCC head coach, as last year Nate Hooks was removed and Willie Tillman steps in. He's got coaching experience, Satellite High School graduate, played college football and professional arena football as well as a wide receiver and defensive back. So a great football mind there for Coach Willie Tillman. And looking forward to see what MCC comes out with here tonight.
Yeah, likewise. And it's going to be an interesting dichotomy of offenses that we're going to watch tonight. If Lake Brantley sticks to what we saw last year, they get in that wing T veer look. And knowing what Coach Robinson runs, it's going to be more of a wide open, kind of distribute the ball around. And he's got the athletes to do it. He's got the quarterback to do that as well. So it's going to be fun little differing of offensive philosophies tonight.
Captains for MCC tonight, Noah Flores, Brogan McNabb, Justin Woolard, and Noah Ostrander. On the far side for Lake Brantley, it's number 55, Rayon Kasim, number 80, Matthew Kraus, number 8, Daniel Swanson, and number 9, MJ Mitchell. Now the biggest thing we talked about as we look at Lake Brantley here, this team ran the ball all over Melbourne in the Kickoff Classic. That was their MO. That's what they wanted to run offensively. And last year they typically spread the wealth up to 4 running backs, and their top 4 rushers all graduated. So for Lake Brantley, they have 0 rushing yards returning to this team. We'll see if that provides them an opportunity to change their offensive scheme or if they stick to the same idea just with different names.
Well, yeah, that's a tough situation to walk into when you literally are not returning a single foot of rushing from the year before. But I think the system is the system, and so long as you have athletes that can abide by that system, I'm sure they've got a back or two, at least 3, because that's their big set. So they're going to have to figure something out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Lake Brantley coming off a 1-9 season, but they had a 22 rated strength of schedule. And the biggest thing here I'm looking at for MCC is this Lake Brantley team is solid despite the record. They're just outside of the top 200 in the state of Florida ranking, as is MCC. But the biggest difference is, regardless of record last season, Lake Brantley's a 7A football team this year. MCC is a 1A football team. So population-wise and classification-wise, this is top of the crop versus the lowest tier here with MCC. So just due to that, it'll be an interesting dynamic because even a lot of the times the lowest level 7A teams still have quite a lot of good athletes. just looking at our rosters, they're pretty deep with players. So it'll be interesting to see as a litmus test for MCC what they're looking at this year, maybe in Brevard County, but also some of those out-of-county games.
Yeah, and you like to start off with a team that's out of county as well, just because you know what you're going to see in the county. I mean, you're able to scout and get film from other coaches and stuff. So this is a good litmus test and a good matchup against a team that you're not going to see, and you can work out some things that for later on in the season.
As the Hustlers take the field here, it's a packed house at the Hive tonight here at Melbourne Central Catholic. Our sponsors tonight for this one are going to be All Systems Mo and Electric Tide Records. We'll tell you more about them throughout the game. Our first quarter sponsor will be All Systems Mo. As now he's flipped back to the other side of the field as we'll see the Lake Brantley Patriots get ready to take the field. And I'm excited for this one. The 4 games on the network tonight. We have MCC, Lake Brantley right here, Vieira, and Palm Bay. One of only 2 in-county V-County matchups on the network tonight. That'll be Alan Zodorzinski and the 2 new interns, new voices to hear, Jack Grimson and Drew Newland. And then we'll also have the O'Galley Commodores hosting Daytona Mainland. And then we have Heritage and Rockledge. We'll have the national anthem. I'll be back in just a moment. And we welcome you back here. And as I was talking about before the anthem, the last game I want to touch on a little bit more. That is going to be Heritage and Rockledge. And that game here on Brevard Sports Network, and that's going to be a big one. Those are 2, I think, of the top 5 teams in Brevard County. For Rockledge, it's not Wayne Younger at the helm anymore. A new face with Coach Giscombe. And on top of that, Heritage trying to back up a very good season at 9-1 regular season, but finishing with a first-round exit to Vero Beach. So that game, 2 top teams in Brevard County facing off in the preseason. It may be the preseason, but I think that one, those teams definitely going to treat like a regular season contest.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, those 2 powerhouses that in this county that are going to go at it. And, what's Heritage going to be like now? They had a bunch of players graduate. They still have some pretty young guys that were pretty good for them last year. And what's Rockledge going to be like under a new coaching staff? So good game to work out some things.
Also around the county tonight, Satellite and Cocoa, as that'll be the first look of the season for the 2-time defending state champ, Cocoa Tigers, led by Brady Hart and Javen Boggs and company. As the teams take the field here, football season getting ready to kick off here in Brevard County and in Florida High School. Sports for the Kickoff Classic. Lake Brantley will kick to MCC to get us underway as the Hustlers will start on offense. Back to kick for Lake Brantley is Stefano Samper. Noah Flores back there to return along with Justin Woolard. Two guys you don't really want to kick to if you're Lake Brantley. And the Patriots will get us started, and we're underway with preseason football in Brevard County. Short kick over the head of the returner. Ball still on the ground, taken inside the 5. Here's Noah Flores, and he can't make a play out of that. MCC going to start inside their own 5-yard line as that ball bounced right past Caden Kelly. Not a great start for MCC. They're going to have a lot of work in front of them for their opening drive.
No, interesting little pooch kick. If you're Caden Kelly, you kind of got to get up underneath that, and somebody's got to communicate back there. But alas, you're backed up a little bit. You're going to start on your own 7-yard line, and still 1st and 10, regardless of the outcome.
Whether intentional or not for Lake Brantley, I like the decision to not kick to Flores or Woolard directly. Those are two electric playmakers. So whether intentional or not, good play there to start the game. It's 1st and 10 MCC inside their own 10-yard line. Set up at about the 8 for 1st and 10. See the first look of Brogan McNabb in yellow and green here for MCC coming over from Holy Trinity.
Well, we're going to get a equipment situation first.
That'll pull off Grady Bonenberger. Will come off the field. 1st down and 10. McNabb going to take off immediately. QB keeper down the sideline trying to cut it inside. Solid gain. And it's going to be a flag coming in there late on Lake Brantley, and I saw that happen. That may be 15 yards. I think it's going to be 1st down for MCC. As there's a little bit of pushing and shoving after the play. There it is. Personal foul on Lake Brantley. 15 yards, 1st down MCC. So all that yardage you got from the kickoff goes right back in one play.
Yeah, tit for tat didn't really matter. But, I mean, I like the idea of running the quarterback sweep on the kind of backed up on 1st down. Just give yourself a little more room. And obviously you're fortunate to get that penalty and going to bring up a 1st down with a little bit more breathing room.
1st down MCC now up to their own 24-yard line. Solid field position. McNabb in the shotgun. You got to watch his rushing ability. Flores in motion. Jet touch pass. Noah Flores. Flores around the edge with room to run. Flores breaks 2 tackles down the sideline. Noah Flores picks up 26 yards. It's 1st down MCC. New uniform, same Noah Flores for the 1st down.
Yeah, new uniform, new number, but get him out on the edge, and he's going to do the rest. And now Brogan's got one rush, and technically that's 1 completion, Jackson.
Yes, it is. It was a touch pass there for Flores, a gain of 26 yards. Already up to the Hustler logo at midfield, 1st down and 10 for MCC. And that's the biggest challenge going to be playing this MCC offense. You got to watch McNabb, arms or legs. You got to watch Woolard. You got to watch Hernandez. You got to watch Flores. There's not one guy you can really shut off.
And if you try to, they got another guy right there that they can distribute to.
McNabb in the shotgun. It'll be a handoff this time underneath. Breaking down the sideline. 1st down and more for MCC again. That is Caden Kelly, the senior. 1st down MCC into Patriots territory already. And a hard-nosed run there by Kelly for a gain of 16 yards. 1st down and 10 MCC. Didn't even mention Kelly there in that list of stars, but another name to keep an eye on for this Hustlers offense. And here comes 1st down. Trips near side for the Hustlers. Play fake here, McNabb. Eyes downfield, he'll let it fly. And it's overthrown, looking for Noah Flores. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 as they had some streaks there, and it looked like every receiver had a step. It was just a matter of what McNabb wanted to look for, wanted Flores just a little too far in front.
Yeah, as a quarterback, he wanted to take the deeper ball there, but if he distributes there to 7, Justin Woolard, who was the number 3 receiver there, he was open on kind of the dig route going across the middle. He had created separation. You lead him, he's scoring the touchdown.
No doubt about it, and that's something that these players will learn. McNabb's first game with his new teammates here at MCC. Another jet touch pass here to Justin Woolard. Woolard to the near side. Woolard gets to the sideline, and another 1st down for MCC as they continue to move downfield, edging closer and closer to the All Systems Mo red zone as they will be set up at the 20-yard line, so they are in the red zone. And it's 1st down and 10 MCC on the 20-yard line. McNabb alone in the shotgun here, 5 wide for MCC. McNabb, keeper again to the near side. Brogan McNabb bounces outside, breaking tackles. McNabb down
Face mask.
just short of the 5-yard line. And it's going to be a hold on MCC.
Oh,
that
there
one
was
will
a
come
face
back.
mask, too, that they missed.
So no call for the face mask. It'll be 10 yards on MCC for the hold. And it'll back it up now for first down and 20 for MCC. He'll push him out of the red zone, back to the 30-yard line. So far offensively, MCC living up to the praise so far.
Balanced attack, too, coming out in just one or two different sets. I mean, they've gone trips and doubles. They're going to go empty here. They're going to motion the running back out. But, ran the ball, passed the ball, ran the ball. They're using that touch pass, that touch jet sweep as an extension of their run game. Technically a pass, but now they're going to drop back.
5 wide, McNabb going deep again. Has his man, but it's batted away. Great coverage there by number 9, MJ Mitchell. And that's one of the biggest returning names to keep an eye on from Lake Brantley is Mitchell in that secondary, one of their captains. And he breaks that one up as they were looking for Justin Woolard over the middle.
And that would have been a tight window. You had both safeties kind of converge on him. It was a decent ball given the situation, kind of put it where the receiver could get it. But, I mean, that's a tight window to throw that.
Second down and 20. Handoff up the gut to Noah Flores. Flores still on his feet, trying to spin out of the tackle. Only going to pick up about 3 or 4. And for the first time in this one, MCC is going to face third down.
Yeah, third and long, and that's the unfortunate part of that holding penalty. It really knocks you off schedule because they were really moving the ball, and then you get stuck in a 1st and 20 situation. That's tough to come back from, but, they've picked up a couple 26, 25-yarders already, so could make something happen here.
Third down and 16 for MCC now. Got to push it to the 10-yard line. Rolling out left is McNabb on the run. Looking to extend the play. He'll take off. McNabb stays on his feet. Down the sideline, there's Brogan McNabb making the play happen. It's going to be first and goal MCC as McNabb looked dead to rights to the sideline. High step to the head, and it's first and goal MCC.
Just silly the amount of athleticism that young man has, and he had options there. Woolard was breaking open. If he puts a little touch pass to the back corner pylon, he's got a passing touchdown. Decides to pull it down, doesn't see it in time, takes off with it, and picks up the first down. It was, 3rd and 16 there? And
we got a
makes it happen.
Injured Patriot on the field here. And get a chance to talk about our first sponsor of the night, All Systems Mow.
All Systems Mow. First of all, electric name for a mowing company, but All Systems Mow has been the sponsor of the 2024 FHSAA District 7 lacrosse broadcasts on Brevard Sports Network, owned by MCC alum Bobby Norton. All Systems Mow gets the job done right the first time. BSN wants to thank Bobby and Lindsay Norton for their support of BSN and youth and prep sports in Brevard County. Not only is All Systems Mow a part of the BSN family of sponsors, but so are other companies like that the Nortons own and operate, like Solutions Property Management. So thank you, Bobby and Lindsay. And remember, if you're looking for a lawn care provider, call All Systems Mow today at 321-501-7019. And be sure to support local companies that support the student athletes and the programs they play for. And let me tell you, mowing the lawn stinks. So if you can give somebody a local company a call that supports student athletes like this to come do it for you, that's money well spent in my opinion. Jackson, you've mowed a lawn before, right? Did you enjoy it?
Not really.
No, you didn't. Nobody does, except All Systems Mow.
First down and goal now for MCC at the Lake Brantley 5-yard line after a big 20-yard scramble from Brogan McNabb. And it's first and goal Hustlers on the opening drive here, the Kickoff Classic. 8:40 to go in the first quarter. This one a handoff. Kelly on the jet sweep, breaks the tackle in the backfield, cuts it right back up the middle. He'll pick up 2 yards. Could have been a loss. Breaks one tackle, but still solid defense there by Lake Brantley.
Yeah, right tackle there's got to get the reach block. He does not, but that's a good job by the running back to find the cutback lane and making something happen that could have been dead to rights. He was looking to bounce it, which would have been the right play if you get the seal, but hey, it worked out.
Gain of 1 yard there. It's going to be second and goal, or gain of 2. Second and goal at the 3. Split backs here with McNabb. He'll drop back. Quick pass. Fade to the corner. Too high. They're looking for Grady Bonenberger. Incomplete, and it'll be third and goal. now for MCC. And besides the touch passes so far, 0 for 3 passing, and he's had the receivers open so far just to touch off the connection.
And that's why you play this game, you know. Get that connection right. First real game with a new team, and you know, get that. That's what you got to do with a taller receiver like that. Just bring it down just a touch. He, you know, back corner only where he could get it. Just got to bring it down a foot or two.
3rd down and goal at the 3. Handoff, Noah Flores up the middle, and he'll be short. And it's 4th and goal. MCC at the 1 as Lake Brantley looking to make a big stand here on the opening drive. There's a personnel change here for MCC.
They're going to go heavy, I think. You go for this. I mean, 10 times out of 10, you go for this.
4th down and goal. MCC at the 1-yard line. After Flores stopped short, Brogan McNabb, Noah Flores in the shotgun. Flores now motioned out.
QB
McNabb
power.
in the empty set. 4th and goal. McNabb up the gut, jumps it,
Short.
and he's stuffed at the goal line as McNabb looking to make the leap into the end zone. He doesn't get there, and it's 1st down and 10. Lake Brantley inside their own 5-yard line.
I like the play call there. He doesn't need to dive. Just keep your feet and just put your head down. I mean, he's a big kid, and he's ran people over in the past, so just put your nose up in there and fall forward. You don't necessarily need to dive, but alas, here we are. But it's still the right decision, Jackson. Now you're going to force Lake Brantley to go 99 yards to try and score.
90-yard drive, no score, as Lake Brantley stuffs Brogan McNabb at the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Lake Brantley at their own 1-yard line here. 7:17 to go in the first quarter. But now, if you're the defense for MCC, all eyes are on the backfield to try and pick up 2 points to start the game. As we'll see, Lake Brantley's offense last year, you know, over 90% run base, the wing T, the veer offense, and we'll see if they stick to it here at their own 1-yard line.
You're going to see a fullback dive right here just to get something.
Javen Van under center, and a keeper up the gut. Don't think he handed it off there, and Van will pick up about a yard or 2.
MCC thinks they
have the ball here.
They came up with it.
The official says he's down. The far side official ruled him down. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 7 now for Lake Brantley at their own 4-yard line.
A place called midline. Basically, the the quarterback's got an option to give it on the fullback dive or just kind of keep it around the end. And there's kind of a kerfluffle there in the backfield. The running back and quarterback ran into each other and minimal gain.
2nd down and 7 for Lake Brantley at their own 4, again under center. Handoff right up the middle, and nowhere to go for Lake Brantley. And it's going to be 3rd down and 7, no gain there at all. MCC looking to force a quick punt here and get the ball back offensively on 3rd down. So far, Lake Brantley's offense sticking to that run like we were used to. We'll see if they change it up here.
You still run in this situation. You kind of just take your medicine when you're backed up like this. Just stick to your offense. You know, Melbourne last year did a pretty good job of getting Lake Brantley off balance, and that's what you got to do against this offense. Make them pass. It's not what they're comfortable with. But here, I mean, if I'm Lake Brantley, I still run the ball.
3rd and 3 after a gain of 4 there on 2nd down. Looking to get to the 11-yard line on 3rd and 3. Again, a quarterback under center in the I formation. He'll roll out, looking to pass, hit as he throws short. It's hauled in, but that's going to go for a big loss. There, Matthew Kraus hauls it in. MCC goes and gets him. And that pressure is in the backfield in the blink of an eye there. And it's going to be 4th down. And definitely would expect a punt here, and the punt unit will come out.
Yeah,
for
well,
Lake Brantley.
it was a screen. That's why there were so many defensive linemen in the backfield. But the offensive line did not do a very good job of climbing up there and creating a block for the receiver. Yeah, I don't know. You know, you might have picked up enough if you ran it there. But, hey, good job by the Hustler defense.
A loss of a few yards there. Back to punt for Lake Brantley. We got a flag on the field here before the snap.
Too many men.
Officials counting here. It's going to be too many men on Lake Brantley, and that's going to kick them. That'll kick them all the way back to the 2-yard line here. Or half distance to the goal will be at the 4-yard line. 4th down and 7 now for Lake Brantley. Punter with his heels to the back of the end zone. He'll get it away, but that is not good. Straight to the sideline, as that punt only goes about 20 yards, and MCC is almost going to start in the red zone here.
They're going to pick up right where they left off here.
And that ball took a straight arc to the sideline on the punt by Lake Brantley. It will be 1st and 10 MCC, and at this point you get stuffed at the 1, but at this point now it looks like no harm, no foul, as you take over in equal field position.
Practice your red zone offense here. Set up with a situation. You're going to come away with points on this go-around, though.
4:34 to go in the first quarter. Still 0 apiece here from the Hive at MCC. Again, everyone in the comments, if you know any score updates from across Brevard County, would love to hear them. Following tonight's action, an hour after the Vieira and Palm Bay game, we'll have the Natwick Insurance post-game show live from the BSN studios, as we'll break down and talk about all the results of the Kickoff Classics and look forward to Week 1 as well. This MCC team will have a rivalry game out of the gates. They have Holy Trinity to start the season, and that will be fun, as always, between those two programs. Brogan McNabb's first game against Holy Trinity. That'll be week number 1. 1st down and 10, MCC starting the all-systems Mo red zone at the 20-yard line. McNabb in the shotgun here with Noah Flores. Trips on the far side. It'll be a handoff to Flores. Flores at the near side, trying to get down the sideline. Spins off a tackler and pushed out of bounds. And we're going to have some pushing and shoving after the play here. And we'll see who the flag comes on. First push was by MCC, rebuttal by Lake Brantley. Personal foul on MCC. No offsetting. It's just the 15-yarder on Javion Cooper coming in to defend Flores.
You got to hold your water there, man. You had a nice run, and now you're kind of backing yourself up in the same situation you faced on the last drive.
Trying to defend his running back there, but don't think there's anything egregious worth doing that. So that's 15 yards back now. That'll bring up 2nd down and 19 for MCC at the Lake Brantley 29. In the shotgun is McNabb and Flores again. Trips far side. Bonenberger alone on the near side. Handoff again to Flores on 2nd and long. Flores trying to hit the corner. Spinning off tackles. He'll get about 5 yards. And it's going to be 3rd and long once again for MCC. Last time they saw this, they were able to pick it up. See if they can do so once again.
Yeah, I liked what they did on the last situation where they were not backed up, but facing something like this. They rolled McNabb out and kind of gave him a half field, half route concept, and gave him the option to run. And I don't think that's a bad idea with the wide side of the field coming back to your sideline.
Under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. 3rd down and 15 for MCC at the Lake Brantley 25-yard line. It's McNabb and Caden Kelly in the shotgun. Trips near side this time. Lone receiver far. McNabb drops back, lets it fly again to the end zone. Has his receiver, but he underthrows Flores that time by about 5 yards. And it's going to be 4th and 15 now for MCC.
Yeah, Flores cut outside. I think he was expecting him to run more of a post pattern than a seam. And if he was, he would have had him. But I think there might have been a miscommunication between the thrower and catcher on that one.
No personnel change here. 4th down and 15. MCC going to go for it.
No, they're going to kick it.
We will see special teams unit come on the field. We'll see if that's a punt or a deep, deep field goal.
It looks like they're going to attempt a field goal.
And back to kick for MCC will be Will Stewart. This will be a 52-yard try for Will Stewart and MCC here to take the lead. From 52, Stewart kick is up. It is good from 52. Money from Stewart, and it's 3-0 Hustlers on a bomb of a kick from Will Stewart and MCC. And the Hustlers will take the lead 3-0.
Still impressive.
42-yard field goal there by Will Stewart is good, and it's 3-0. The lead for MCC now. A nice start and a good response there from MCC. You would have liked to get more with the field position, but you still come out with points after going down to the 1 on the opening drive. And now we'll see the Hustlers kick it back over to Lake Brantley, who couldn't get much going at all on their opening drive. Ended up punting it only 20 yards from their own 1-yard line.
Yeah, just consequential mistakes for the Hustlers, which can be, fixed up. This is a preseason game, but both times driving the ball, get the ball in good field position, and you have a penalty that kind of sets you back, and that's where that'll happen. And, you clean that up, we're talking about a different ball game. But
as the Hustlers strike first in this one, it's 3-0. Following the 42-yard field goal, Will Stewart will boot it away. It's a good kick into the end zone.
Kid's got a leg.
And a touchback there. That's a big deal in high school, drawing some attention. Kick field goals from that deep and kick touchbacks.
That's an asset. You get a kid that can boot it like that. 42-yarder, then sticks one about 3-4 yards into the end zone. Heck.
It'll be first down and 10 now. Lake Brantley with better field position their opening drive, starting at their own 20-yard line. 3:22 to go in the first quarter. Patriots now trail by 3. Lake Brantley off the heels of a 1-9 season, a lone win coming over Centennial late in the regular season. Now with the realignment this season, they reside in 7A. First down and 10, Lake Brantley at their own 20. Again, under center is Cody East. Or in the shotgun now is the quarterback, Javen Van. Hands off. It's a play fake. Keeper on the option. Van to the outside. Flag comes in late. Only a gain of about 2 or 3 yards. Cody East on the carry, but flags come in here. We'll see what the call is. It's a hold on Lake Brantley. So a 10-yard penalty there erases the short gain. Noah Flores, the dual-way threat, brings down the tackle. And I think that's honestly where he may end up making a bigger impact for MCC this season, is the defensive side of the ball. Obviously, he brings a lot offensively, but with how many weapons MCC has, I think you're going to hear his name a lot defensively. He led Satellite in interceptions as well last year, was one of the best in the county at that statistic, and makes a tackle there, and the hold will push Lake Brantley back.
Yeah, and they've got him, if I'm not mistaken, they've got him lined up at like strong safety, it appears. It's like 4-2-5 look. He's kind of their, he's kind of the box safety.
First down and 18 now for Lake Brantley at their own 12 after the penalty. East under center. Handoff up the middle. Brought down by Carmani Williams on the run.
MCC's doing it. Their defensive line's doing a really nice job of getting penetration against this this offense, and that's exactly what you want to do against kind of a veer offense, wing T offense. Penetration kills it, and it's exactly what they're doing. Nice job to stymie the run game, and now you got them off balance, kind of putting them in a situation where they got to throw, although I guess it is second down still.
Under 2.5 minutes now to go in the opening quarter of this Kickoff Classic game. 3-0 MCC leads thanks to a 42-yard field goal. Second down and 15 for Lake Brantley at their own 15-yard line. East in the shotgun now. Drops back, throws a quick screen. It's hauled in on the outside, cutting it back inside, and a big hit as he turns into a stone wall, and Noah Flores makes the hit. Hauled in by Matthew Kraus. I didn't know Flores could hit like that, but that's another
what you
asset.
call a form tackle right there. Bite the ball, scoop his legs, and put him on his back. And yeah, Flores, we talked about this last year. He's not the biggest kid out there, but boy, did he just lay the lumber there.
It's a gain of 7 yards. It's going to be third down and 8 for Lake Brantley at their own 22-yard line. They've erased the holding penalty yardage from first, but by now it is third down. We'll see if they can pick up 8 more Cody East in the shotgun, now drops back under center, has a running back behind him. East will roll out right, throws on the run to the outside. It is hauled in. First down, Lake Brantley. And it'll be first down and 10, Lake Brantley. Nice throw on the run there for East in the conversion there by number 88.
Caught him in a cover 3 there, which is, you got 3 protecting deep, kind of run something to the stick and stop, and that'll beat that, and that's how they get the first down.
Cocoa ahead of Satellite 23-0 early. Oh. Two-time defending state champs, 13th ranked in the nation, not leaving many questions here early on. Run up the gut there, going to pick up a quick gain of 3 on first down. 3 yards on first down, all you need. Brings up second down, coming up for Lake Brantley from their own 34. It's a gain of 4 yards. On the keeper, it'll be second down and 6 for Lake Brantley. Second down now and 6 for Lake Brantley at their own 34-yard line. A lot more success here early on in their second drive than there was in the first. Under 15 seconds now to go in the first quarter, though. Handoff right up the middle. Nice hit by the back there. He'll pick up 7 yards. It'll be first down and 10. Lake Brantley on the run there by the back. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter here from MCC. Our score, Hustlers 3, Lake Brantley 0. And through the first quarter, I think the offense looks solid for MCC. Just got to get that passing game online. But so far in this drive, Lake Brantley's moving the ball a lot better. And we'll see in the second quarter when they turn it over how MCC's defense responds after another first down for the Patriots.
Yeah, just got to clean up the penalties there that kind of stymied the offensive drives for MCC. And Lake Brantley's put together a couple nice runs there, running their veer, just staying on schedule. And, MCC so far has done a decent job earlier on with their defensive line creating penetration. The last couple plays they have not, and you see what happens.
Yeah, early on, MCC, I think they're playing well. I like the way they're implementing Noah Flores offensively. I was looking to see how they would do that. Brogan McNabb doesn't seem like he's changed in any way throughout the offseason. Still equally as lethal with his legs as he is with his arm. And, unsung hero of the first quarter, and a new name I was looking at, the kicker there for MCC, nailing the 42-yarder to put him ahead. And both drives got him inside the red zone at some point. First drive just stopped to the 1. Second drive, penalties pushed him out of the red zone and forced that field goal. But offensively, they've put themselves in position to cash in. And we'll see what they can do in quarter number 2. Our second quarter sponsor, Electric Tide Records. And it's first and 10 now for Lake Brantley at their own 42-yard line. First down, it's going to be a keeper or handoff right up the gut again to number 10 for a solid gain on first down. And for Lake Brantley right now, these 3, 4, 5-yard gains on first down, it'll work. It's going to be long drives, but it's moving them down the field.
Yeah, well, it kills the clock for 1, and 2, death by 1,000 paper cuts. Eventually, something like that's going to open up. Now, I imagine they have some sort of wrinkle built off of these just straight gives, but you're going to take 3, 4, 5 yards a play every time.
Second down and 5 now for Lake Brantley. Handoff up the gut, guessed right there as MCC is all over the back. That's going to be a loss of 2 yards. It'll bring up third down and 7 as they had 3 running backs there along with the quarterback. And MCC figured it out quickly who the handoff was going to be to, and they bring him down for a loss of 2 yards.
Yeah, they were looking to run a triple option look there, and defensive line did a really good job of just nuking the mesh point, which is where the running back is giving the ball off to the first read, and he tried to pull it, but just didn't have the opportunity to do so.
Third down and 7 now for Lake Brantley at their own 45-yard line. It's East with one back here in the backfield. Two receivers split near side, one far. Tight end looking to block here. Quick throw of the out route. It's high and incomplete, intended for his receiver, number 88. Cannot connect there. Ashton O'Jury was the intended receiver. Too high for him, and it'll be 4th down and 7 now for Lake Brantley at their own 45. And once again, the punt unit will come out. Well, as that offense was starting to move and get going, MCC through the quarter break comes out and stuffs them quickly. They got 5 yards on 1st down, but they lose 2 yards on 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, it's an offense where you can't lose yards or you can't get knocked off schedule because it's not designed to throw the ball, as you saw there. I mean, they caught him in a cover 1 and ran stick routes. I mean, that's just not lucrative to success.
Much better punt there for Lake Brantley. Drops. It was touched there by MCC. Luckily, they pick it up. Justin Woolard bouncing it outside. Still on his feet. Woolard trying to get to the outside. It'll be swarmed at the 30, but we got a flag down back around.
So peel back block. Didn't need to do it.
That could have been a lot worse, though, as it bounced off of Daniel Tullivert. He was unaware until Woolard went and scooped it up.
Yeah, that could have been horrible. It kind of hit his legs while he was running, and good job of kind of just selling it like, oh, no, it didn't touch me because the gunner didn't see it.
No.
He didn't panic or anything like that. But, yeah, we're going to get a peel back block here and can't do that. You know, there used to be a time, Jackson, where you said keep your head on a swivel. You know, you got to know something's coming. But today, you know, player safety and all that, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. You know, if his head's not around and you lay a block like that, you're going to get tagged with a penalty just like this.
15-yard penalty there. Puts MCC at their own 10-yard line for 1st down. And not their worst starting field position of the game so far. Their opening drive started at their own 5-yard line, so they've already marched down the field once tonight. We'll see if they can do it again here, starting at their own 10. High snap. McNabb brings it down, hands it off up the middle to Kelly, and we got a flag coming in. And I believe it's going to be on Lake Brantley. Face mask on Lake Brantley, and it's going to be 1st down and 10 MCC. There's a gain of a yard initially, but he gets 15 more for free, and it'll be 1st down and 10 MCC, so that effectively erases the penalty on the punt itself. Just under 10 minutes to go now in the 2nd quarter. MCC will now have 1st down and 10.
What was the penalty, Jackson?
There's a face mask.
Face mask.
On the tackle. 1st down and 10, MCC at their own 26-yard line. Again, it's Brogan McNabb and Caden Kelly in the backfield. For MCC, one receiver near, trips far. McNabb tucks it. Design quarterback keeper to the outside. McNabb cutting upfield. Looking to spin out of a tackle there. It's a gain of about 7 yards for McNabb. It's going to bring up 2nd down and short for MCC.
You know, a lot of quarterbacks, Jackson, don't like to run the ball. Brogan McNabb does.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
he
does.
loves to take off with it. He loves these design runs that he has because, you know, a lot of guys will look to get down as quick as they can. Now he's going to lower his shoulder. He's going to pick up the extra yards, and he's built for it.
And believe it or not, for a good chunk of last season, he was the county's leading overall rusher and top 3 in passing at the same time. So he's very good at both throwing and running. High snap again, handoff to Kelly. Kelly is getting dragged down for a loss that time as Lake Brantley gets in the backfield quickly. Kelly can't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd down. Still definitely manageable for MCC as he only loses a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 3 for the Hustlers back at their own 40 or 32-yard line. 8.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. As it'll be a pitch to Noah Flores. Flores looking to get the outside, cuts up a seam. Flores still on his feet. Noah Flores down the sideline. Noah Flores in a foot race breaks another tackle. Noah Flores, touchdown MCC. And for the first time in gold and green, it's Noah Flores doing his thing, breaking 3 or 4 tackles down the sideline en route to the end zone. And again, although the number changes, the jersey changes, That is still Noah Flores behind the mask.
Still the same athlete, man. And, you know, we talked about it on defense. He's not the biggest player out there, but boy, is he quick, and boy, does he have some moves. And he's got some power to him, too. I mean, like, he just broke a couple tackles there within 5 yards and made that happen. There was nothing keeping him out of the end zone there.
Well, he actually got chased down at one point, which is hard to do due to his raw speed, but he broke that tackle, then hit a little step back juke. Extra point is drilled. It is 10-0 now for MCC with 8:15 to go in the second quarter. That's the hardest thing with Flores. You got to make sure you have him down and out before, you know, there's any doubt in the play, because it looked like he got slowed down enough to make a tackle. He makes a quick move back, and he's in the end zone just like that.
Oh, yeah, you don't let go of him unless you hear the whistle. It's one of those kids.
It's turbo for a reason. Flores gets things started in the end zone now for the MCC Hustlers here against Lake Brantley. As MCC jumps ahead now 10-0 over Lake Brantley early on in quarter number 2. Just as it seemed like that drive was slowing down, Flores jump starts it, takes it all the way in from over 60 yards out.
They're exploiting an advantage on the edge. They're using their speed, which they've got over Lake Brantley. They're just getting the playmakers to the outside. Pretty good blocking down the field, and they're just making it happen. Their best play so far has been some sweeps that they've been running to the
Kickoff here coming from Will School Jr. And he will bring it down. Only other kickoff in this game was a touchback. This one is returnable, but it'll go straight out of bounds. Flags coming in here.
Dave Lexador on the return for the Patriots. There's a flag on the play.
Turn there by number 16. Took it straight out of bounds there inside the 20 anyway. It's going to be a legal block in the back on Lake Brantley, and that'll push him back.
Illegal block is your call against the Patriots.
A lot of rough field position to start these drives. Penalties on kickoffs, muffed kickoffs, whatever it is. Haven't seen a lot of great starting field position. The one time we've seen a team with great starting field position was MCC when they got their field goal. Hustlers now with a 2-score advantage over Lake Brantley. See Lake Brantley now set up inside their own 10. It'll be first down.
First down for the Patriots from the 9-yard line.
East in the shotgun here for Lake Brantley. East, quick hitter on the throw. It's a slant, broke it up in the hole by Ezra Engel, the senior DB. The leading tackler from last season. Engel gets in there. And that was a pass before, right as the ball hit his hands off the snap. It was released.
Ezra Engel on the defense for the Hustlers.
It's the same slant that they tried to run last time and got a pretty good game, but good job by the overhang there to see what was happening and find that receiver and get up in this field to stop it.
Second down and 10 now for MCC, or Lake Brantley rather, at their own 9-yard line after the incompletion on the first. Cody East in the shotgun. Two receivers split to the near side. Man in motion coming across. East keeps it himself, cuts it back inside. He'll be brought down after a gain of about 2 or 3 yards.
The quarterback keeper, brought down by Caleb Jones from the Hustlers.
Third down and long. Caleb Jones with the tackle, the satellite transfer as well with his first tackle here at MCC. And it's going to be third down and long for Lake Brantley deep inside their own territory.
I like the idea that Lake Brantley's got to kind of spread it out and still running their season.
Gain of 5 yards on the play for the Patriots. The Patriots with third and 5 from their own 15-yard line.
So maybe spread them out. Stick to that same gear run, but
here comes third down and 5 for Lake Brantley from their own 14-yard line. East under center. Keeps it himself, rolling out to the far side. East going to tuck it, try and get to the edge. He'll be pushed out of bounds for a loss of 5 yards on third down. And that'll bring up fourth down and 10 for Lake Brantley.
Left side.
Back to their own 10-yard line. It'll be 4th and 9 after a loss of 4 on the keeper by East.
It's good defense.
Bring up
Good
4th
pursuit
and
angles.
6 for the
When you have a
Patriots.
rollout like that, you want to use the sideline as a 12th defender, and that's exactly what they did. Give them nowhere to go, and let them go, and eventually just got nowhere to go get out of bounds. Good coverage in the back end as well.
Thank you there for the update. I guess the mic jack unplugged there. Now hear us more clearly. It is 4th down and 9. Lake Brantley at their own 10-yard line. Back to punt once again for the 3rd time tonight. As the boot gets away, it's a good end-over-end kick. And returnable muffed there by Woolard. And it was called fair catch. It'll be 1st down and 10, MCC in Lake Brantley territory at the Patriots' 46-yard line. As we get a break in the action, I'd like to thank our second sponsor of the night, Electric Tide Records.
Electric Tide Records. Nick Avdelas, sorry if I butchered it, and Electric Tide Records have joined the BSN family of sponsors that support youth and prep sports in Brevard County. Electric Tide Records can produce, record, create, or mix and master any type of music and vocals. Electric Tide Records does instrumentals, theme songs, commercials, jingles, film audio, and much more. In fact, Electric Tide Records create BSN's 2024 football theme and our sports talk show theme you'll hear this summer. So, why not let Nick and Electric Tide Records go to work for you? You will be glad you did. We sure are. Please support, like, and follow Electric Tide Records on Facebook. And if you need any of the above-mentioned services, please message or call them. For more information, go to www.et-records.com or call 321-684-0110. I heard Alan used to rap back in the day, and he'd get all his beats from Electric Tide Records. Can you confirm that, Jackson?
Can't confirm nor deny. But I can tell you Electric Tide Records does a great job. 1st down and 10, MCC. Play fake. McNabb lets it fly down the sideline. Has his man Woolard, and it's thrown behind him. Broken up by number 16 in coverage once again.
Hey, you know, he had a step on him. He's got to lead him, and I know McNabb has the arm to do so. There is a little wind going kind of across, but I don't think that would have affected it. He knew immediately off the jump that he had him beat. You can't put that behind him. That's not a back shoulder ball. You lead him. I mean, he's getting the separation far enough to go score.
Yeah, Woolard's a speedy receiver here. And you get him down the sideline like that, you really want to cash in. Interesting note, I haven't seen Romel Hernandez out there tonight yet. One of MCC's top receivers from a year ago. You're looking for his name. We've seen Justin Woolard. McNabb keeps up the gut, tucks it and goes. 1st down and more. Brogan McNabb trying to get it to the outside. Gets brought down by the ankles by Daniel Swanson.
I saw Hernandez in street clothes, so I don't think he's playing tonight.
Regardless there, good carry by Brogan McNabb. That one a delayed keeper, but tucks it and goes. And tonight McNabb looked exceptional with his legs. And that'll bring up 1st down and 10 for MCC at the Lake Brantley 37. Just above 6 minutes to go in the first half. It's going to be 1st and 10 MCC after the carry by Brogan McNabb. High snap, play fake McNabb. Letting it fly again down the field. And it's going to be picked down at the 1-yard line as they go right back at number 16 looking for Justin Woolard. And it's intercepted.
Same situation. He just didn't put enough under it. I mean, a little too much air. It hung up in there in that wind, and you got to really put it on a rail shot. And what I mean by that is on a laser to the outside and 5, 6, 7 yards past your receiver so you can run underneath it and grab it.
At the 4-yard line now, Lake Brantley will take over. But yeah, you get lucky with the last underthrow that it goes to the ground. This time not so lucky, and a big interception there for the Patriots. Once again taken over in some tight field position, but you'll take it off the interception. Under 6 minutes to go in the first half. It's going to be first down and 10 at the 5-yard line now for Lake Brantley, their own 5. Yet to get on the scoreboard yet. Lake Brantley still looking to get across midfield on this drive. It'll be Cody East heading under center here for first down. That ball handed off up the gut, goes nowhere. That's going to be a loss of a yard or two there. Something you can't have at this field position. East kept it. Vance Sanger brings up a loss of 2 yards, and that'll bring up second down and 11 for Lake Brantley at their own 4.
Yeah, this is a disciplined defensive line for MCC so far. I've said it once, I'll say it again. They're getting penetration, but oftentimes it means you get too far upfield. If you do that against an offense like this, they can gash you in the cutback lanes. But here they're getting the penetration. They're stopping 1 or 2 feet behind the line of scrimmage and really wreaking havoc against this run game.
Vance Sanger on the tackle, a dual sport athlete at MCC. Keeper up the gut again by East, stuffed for only a gain of 2 or 3 yards. That's going to bring up third down and long as MCC starting to figure out the Lake Brantley offense. Ezra Engel with the tackle again there for MCC. Engel, leading tackler from a year ago here for MCC. And it's going to bring up third down and 7 here for Lake Brantley at their own 8-yard line. First down yardage to the 15. Four and a half minutes to go now in the first half. It's third down and 7 for Lake Brantley. Cody East will drop under center again for third down. East rolls out the opposite way, throws on the run. It's intercepted. Flag is down, but is in the end zone. Pick 6, MCC.
Flag doesn't
Carmani
matter.
Williams.
It's going to be an illegal man downfield. Now they're going to get him for an illegal celebration here, which they'll back up on the kickoff. But yeah, 55 was like 6, 7, 8 yards downfield. So that's going to be the flag during the live ball, and then you're going to have a dead ball, illegal celebration.
Carmani Williams with the pick 6 for MCC. Right there, just on the defensive line or right behind it. Quick throw, gets in front of it. And a pick 6 for Carmani Williams. The officials discussing here don't think there's any way he was short.
No, he
Guess
was
it
in.
just the penalty.
Yeah, it's they're probably figuring out what the penalty is. The touchdown should stand here. Great spot drop by the inside linebacker, getting to you to your zone, sitting there, and then going and finding work and seeing the receiver coming across the middle, finding him, and going getting in that passing lane.
It was a hold on Lake Brantley was the initial penalty. Touchdown stands after the play. Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct. Touchdown stands, that's all MCC cares about right now, and it's a pick 6 for the young man, Carmani Williams. And it's the Kickoff Classic, but that's still a heck of a moment for him, getting the pick 6. And MCC now jumps ahead by 3 possessions, and they'll get set for the extra point. They get the turnover belt down here for MCC. Goes to Carmani Williams. And celebrations for throwing the ball in the air.
Can I get on my soapbox real quick?
Sure.
I hate excessive celebration penalties. Let the kids have fun, and this, I might get some backlash in the comments for this, but the kids are out there having fun. They're busting their butts all week, and if they score a touchdown, he spiked the ball. I mean, whose feelings did he really hurt? I mean, you don't want him to do that. Keep him out of the end zone. That's my thought anyway. Heritage up 21-0 on Rockledge.
That's a big deal.
That's
a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest question for Rockledge this year, this is the first year, I think, for Rockledge. There is a question mark about them being top 2, top 3 in the county. Heritage making a statement last year. Their biggest gripe, everyone was telling, their schedule, they weren't as good as they looked. They're out with something to prove this year under Coach Michael Benson.
Looks like they're starting to prove it a little bit. I mean, the Rockledge name still holds a little weight, whether, there's question marks or not.
And this one, extra point lining up again for Will Stewart Jr., who I've been impressed with tonight. Got to give special teams the love. And see if he can knock in another PAT here to put the Hustlers ahead by 17. And Will Stewart to kick the extra point after the pick six by Carmani Williams for MCC. Low snap picked up. Stewart drills it. And with 4:17 to go in the first half, it's 17-0. MCC has jumped out ahead over Lake Brantley. Hustlers looking solid here so far through the kickoff first quarter and a half.
There's some slop, but I mean it's a kickoff classic game. That's to be expected. Some things to get worked out, but if you look past that, they looked like a well-balanced offense so far, and the defense seems to be flying around, especially against a kind of challenging run game. I mean, say what you want. I don't know what Lake Brantley has on their side of the field, the athletes. I know you said that they're not returning any rushing yards or whatever. They got some big, good-looking kids over there. That's a tough prep. I think I said it last year. Running that veer option, that's a very challenging preparation or for a week of practice. And so far, MCC stood up to the test and done a really good job of shutting that down and getting them in passing situations, which is exactly what you want to do against an offense like this.
Yeah, great play defensively there. And, I mean, that's just the formula for success against Lake Brantley and the way they play offense. You force them into the pass, you get a pick like that. Not much more you can ask for. You're forcing them off their game plan, and it's obviously uncomfortable. And you make the play there and pick up 7 off of it directly. Again, not any better way I think you could play defense so far against Lake Brantley. They knew what they were coming in with, so it seems like they did their homework. As the cheerleaders throw some touchdown T-shirts into the crowd here. Nice crowd here at MCC. Lake Brantley brought a good group as well on the far side. Coming over from Altamont Springs, Florida, where Lake Brantley High School is located.
Where, Jackson? Where was that?
I don't want to say it again.
Altamont.
Altamont Springs, Florida.
Altamonte. It's okay. You've only lived here how long?
16 years.
Oh, okay.
At least I don't think Sebring's in Tampa anymore.
Where is Altamonte Springs?
Central Florida.
It's in the Orlando area.
Stewart will kick it off from the 35-yard line here. See if it'll be returnable for Lake Brantley after the penalty. And I guess they counted it off separately because there was a hold on Lake Brantley on the pick six, which would be 10 yards, and then a 15-yard afterward.
Yeah, I guess with the live ball and a dead ball foul, you got to march them both off. But you would think you would decline the live ball foul because of the touch. I don't know, man. That's why I'm not a ref.
Returnable to the near side. It's dropped. Ball still in play. It towed the sideline, and MCC gets it.
Foul.
What a play. And it's number 3, Caleb Jones, the satellite transfer, picks up the turnover. And it's first down MCC starting the Electric Tide Records red zone.
A flag did drop out of one of the ref's pockets, but I think it's going to be again celebration, which I've preached my thoughts on that. I mean, homie, you got to let that ball go out of bounds. Here's a little known fact as well. You can your body can be out of bounds and you can still field the kick, and you're going to get a free kick out of bounds, which is a penalty.
I think the Packers did that a few years ago.
Yeah, I mean, you can have one foot standing on that white stripe and catch the ball, and that's still a free kick out of bounds. You're getting the penalty. Instead, he muffs it, and MCC makes a heady play, and now they're starting with good field position. Again, I think they're going to back him up because, oh, no, the sideline got excited after their teammate made a big play, but no, maybe not. Maybe they're not. I did see a flag fall.
First down and 10, MCC at the Lake Brantley 19 after the Caleb Jones fumble recovery on the kickoff. Jet touch pass, Justin Woolard trying to cut it up the sideline. Woolard breaks one tackle, but he'll be dropped out after a loss of a yard. That'll bring up second down and 11. Now, once again, Lake Brantley's defense forced into a tight scenario. Now, last time MCC started in the red zone, they were forced to kick a field goal. We'll see if the defense can do that again here.
Again, I mean, it's into the wind this time, so maybe he doesn't have the same depth as he would on the other end of the field, but we know the kid can kick.
That's a loss of a yard there. Second down and 11 for MCC at the Lake Brantley 21. It's Brogan McNabb and Caden Kelly in the backfield now. Trips near side. McNabb tucks. McNabb up the middle. Brogan McNabb breaks free, and he'll be just short of the end zone. That's a gain of about 19 yards. It'll be first down and goal, MCC.
He does a great job of falling with grace. What I mean by that is as he's going forward, as he's been tackled, he's going to the ground, he's still able to pick up 2 or 3 extra yards just the way he's falling forward. He's got his weight distributed forward when he's running. And, yeah, I mean, you know, that he got down to the, 2-3 yard line because of that.
He also seems like he's a frustrating guy to tackle, as is Noah Flores, we talked about earlier. But, I mean,
I think
he
they go back
bounces
to
off
him.
some guys.
Yep.
Keeper, Brogan McNabb, jumps over a man, diving. It's going to be,
Well, there is a flag.
yeah, flags
A
on
hold.
MCC. They never motioned anything at all, stopped or touchdown, so.
Well, he was short. He was down at the 1, but they're calling a hold here. I didn't see a hold. I thought that they were going to call him for hurdling, which, as far as I still know, that it's not allowed in Florida high school football, which is another dumb rule that I can get on a soapbox about. But I don't think it was really a hurdle. It was more like a hop. So they let that one go.
Valiant effort on the dive, but it all for naught, as it'll be a 10-yard hold on MCC. Kick him back outside the 10-yard line for first and goal once again. Now back to the 13-yard line. McNabb in the shotgun. It's 5 wide, empty set. 3 receivers far, 2 to the near side for first and goal. McNabb lets one fly over the middle. It's caught. Touchdown MCC. Noah Flores again. Number 2 for Flores. McNabb gets his touchdown that time. Finally gets the connection right in the hands. And Noah Flores hauls it in on the slant for the 13-yard MCC touchdown. And the Hustlers are rolling here to close out the first half.
That's an excellent ball. What a great ball. We saw it earlier, and he didn't get it in between the 2 safeties, but he put that low, and he put that right in the center of the 0 on Noah Flores' chest, and that's exactly where it's got to be. Let him get down underneath it and right in between those 2 safeties. Heck of a throw, heck of a catch.
Low snap, kick up, nearly blocked, but it is good. And with 2:58 to go in the second quarter, MCC jumps ahead 24-0 as that drive set up by a Caleb Jones fumble recovery on the kickoff, and MCC cashes in with a 13-yard touchdown pass from 2 new faces, Brogan McNabb to Noah Flores. And while Caleb Jones and Noah Flores were teammates last year, but now doing wonders here for a new program here at MCC. It's crazy, that drive. Fumble recovery by Jones. That's the guy they bring in this year. Flores they bring in this year. McNabb. I mean, these new names, these new faces making a big difference for MCC.
Yep. And that's what tend to happens in today's football. You know, kids from other schools come together and make a difference at a new school for whatever reason. I'm not going to fault the kid for going to what could be a better situation, and now it seems to be working here at MCC. They look pretty good so far.
At the half, Vieira leads Palm Bay in a surprisingly high-scoring bout, 22-14, as that's 2 offenses that we don't know a lot about going into the year. A lot of new faces leading both those offenses. And, well, looks like they're not doing too bad early on. Vieira without Zach Pillow and Chase Cromartie this year, but they lead by 8. And reading the comment, O'Galley trails Mainland 2-0. That's definitely possible. Could be 21.
I won a playoff game 4-0 against Santa Lucius in 2010.
Good return here down the sideline for Lake Brantley.
Uh-oh.
Get it all the way up past the 35-yard line. And it'll be first down and 10. Lake Brantley still with 3 timeouts and 2 minutes and 49 seconds to go. Ezra Engel and Colton Brown bring him down after a good return. First kick return that really got any motion for either team so far tonight.
Yeah, that was a solid return. Much better than their last return.
Yeah. It's going to be first down and 10. Lake Brantley at their own 36-yard line. I believe their best starting field position of the night. 2:49 still to go in the first half. 3 timeouts. And to this point, the only form of football doesn't have a 2-minute warning now.
Yeah.
As we have timeout Lake Brantley. 2:49 to go in the first half. That'll be their first. And, you know, that is good. High school football still's got the usual rules. I'll have to learn colleges and remember here in a few weeks, college football ramping up.
It's the same rules as the pros now, outside of you just need 1 foot in for a catch.
Absolutely.
Which they better keep that.
Yes. And that'll start out college football, all you Floridians, the new Logan. It'll be in Dublin, Ireland, Georgia Tech, and Florida State.
Get
What
the
are you looking
revenge-
for?
The revenge season kicked off. What am I looking for? See how DJU looks. I think we're going to run the ball pretty decently. We don't really have any receivers that have really, are big names or stood out. So I think it's going to be a real, run the ball, play action, deep shot kind of offense. I'm really excited about our defense, specifically our front four. I mean, you got Marvin Jones Jr., whose dad was a Heisman candidate at outside linebacker for Florida State back in the day. He returned two behemoths in the middle, and then, of course, ACC Rookie of the Year, Patrick Payton. So should be an exciting defense.
First down and 10, Lake Brantley out of the timeout. Rolling out to the right. East lets it fly down the sideline into double coverage. Incomplete. Flag comes in. And now I'm going to check in on the replay here real quick before I say anything about it.
That's good coverage.
That's what I was going to say, because in high school,
there's no face
face
guarding.
guarding is
There's
not
no
a
face
penalty.
guarding.
That's what I was going to say,
You
and
don't
that's
have to
all
get your
it
head
looked
around.
like.
He had his hands up. He was running in stride. Didn't turn around, but he had his hands up.
So that's
You're
going
allowed
to
to
be
do
a
that.
pass interference on MCC on the deep ball there. That was a good throw by East. He put it right where his receiver was.
Kind of drew the interference. I mean, the refs here have been quick to throw flags, so maybe that was said something coming out of the timeout. Hey, lob it deep and see if we can get something out of it. But
I mean, that's the first time they've thrown over about 5 or 6 yards downfield. So a new look there offensively for Lake Brantley, trying to switch it up as they trail by 24. It'll be first down and 10. Lake Brantley across midfield for the first time thanks to the penalty to the MCC 49. And East will head right back under center with 3 backs behind him. In the diamond, one receiver split out to the near side. First down and 10. One back motion out, handoff right up the gut. No, East pulls it, keeps, bounces outside. MCC bites up the middle, and East will pick up 12 yards. First down and 10, Lake Brantley. The Patriots continue to move it down the field, and we have 2 separate injured players here, so we'll have an injury timeout. But that was the best setup they've had yet on that play. Is East at the last second. He doesn't even drop back when he hands it off. He holds it out from under center and then pulls it and runs. So MCC bit down low.
yeah, it's a veer. I mean, the read there, he was reading the defensive end. The defensive end crashed, and he crashed just a little bit too much. He's done a pretty good job tonight. So they're leaving that play side defensive end, they're leaving him on block. They're reading him, seeing what he does, and that's going to determine whether he keeps it or gives it. He crashed inside, meaning he took a step inside. That's why he kept it around the outside, and it just a little bit too far into the wash and wasn't able to get back outside to make the play on the quarterback off, or the play side linebacker wasn't able to scrape across. He's got to fill there in a 4-man scheme and didn't do it and exploited it. I mean, the kid's a pretty good athlete. What's his name again?
That would be
Javen Van?
it's
No.
Cody East.
Cody East? Okay,
Yep.
yeah, Cody East. He's a pretty good athlete. So, I mean, he'll make you pay if you're out of position there, and that's what happened in that. I mean, nice little pickup on first down, make it 2nd and 1, and that's what this offense needs.
And that is a heads-up play by the linebackers in the secondary as well, because MCC brought the house on that one. They didn't really have a lot of people between East and the end zone at that point, so it's a good play to get back there and figure it out.
Did they blitz?
Yeah, they
See,
brought a lot.
That's why that worked, is because when that defensive end, and I'm assuming this is how they've taught it, but when that defensive end crashes inside to force the keep, your play side outside linebackers or inside linebackers got to scrape across and meet the quarterback there in the hole. And then if they have the pitch, you have an overhang safety that takes the pitch. That's how you're supposed to fit that up. And they're running a 4-2-5, which is what I ran. And originally that defense was designed to stop the veer option.
Caleb Jones Jr. getting help off the field. He's a junior in high school. His name is Caleb Jones. Caleb Jones getting help off the field, and that's not what you want to see here. Going off for Lake Brantley, number 77. There's 2 77s on their roster, one of them getting help off the field here. You hope it's just cramping. It's the Kickoff Classic. Always when you see it, spring game and the Kickoff Classic, you always see the most cramping because getting back into season form, got to hydrate.
It is a relatively nice night out tonight. It's not as hot and sticky as I thought. Oh, yeah.
2.5 minutes to go in the first half. It's 2nd down and 1, or 2nd and inches. Lake Brantley at the MCC 40-yard line. Cody East under center, 2nd and inches. Hands off to number 6. Gets to the outside, still on his feet, bouncing outside, and that's going to be a solid gain. First down, Lake Brantley. A gain of about 15 yards, and the Patriots are marching down the field here.
Yeah, I don't know if that was Sally. I didn't see any pullers, so it might have just been like kind of a misdirection, like sweep. It's a good play. You know, they had everybody going off to the defense's left, and then they kind of reverse it back around and pick up some pretty good yards. This is definitely Lake Brantley's best drive so far.
For the Lake Brantley faithful watching, I will be getting an updated roster at halftime, so that's why I'm not calling out as many names as I wish I could. But that was number 6 on the carry to the outside for a gain of 17 yards. It's first down and 10. Lake Brantley at the MCC 23-yard line, looking to get into the red zone for the first time and put some points on the board before the half. It's first down and 10 Patriots. First and 10, under center is East. He'll drop back to pass. Lets one fly as he gets hit. He'll throw it away. And a good split-second throw there. Brings up 2nd and 10 as defense was bearing down on him quickly. Got it away at the last second.
He got clobbered as he was letting go of that football. And lucky it didn't sail up on him. That usually leads to a pick, but able to kind of just get it out in the middle of the pasture.
Yeah, lucky it hits the ground. It didn't get out of bounds all the way. It dropped just by the sideline, but no defenders immediately there to get under it. Second down and 10, Lake Brantley at the MCC 23-yard line. Now East in the shotgun this time. A new look for Lake Brantley. Hand off up the gut. East is hit before he can hand it off, but he keeps it. Extends a play. And Cody East nearly got the first down after he tried to hand it off and got hit. Keeps it. And he's just short of the line to gain. It's going to be 3rd down. That's a headsy play by East to get up and get out.
Yeah, he almost dead to rights there and was able to kind of squirm out of there. A little too much penetration. I'm saying penetration kills this offense, but they were a little too far upfield like that. You got to stay flat on the line of scrimmage and don't give him that opportunity to get outside like that.
In the red zone for the first time now for Lake Brantley. 3rd and 2 at the MCC 15. Hand off to number 6. He has a hole. First down and more down the sideline. And doesn't get all the way to the end zone that time, but he didn't have to. As he gets first down and more, it's a gain of 10 yards. First and goal, Patriots on the run by number 6 again.
And that was Sally. Sally is one of my favorite plays in football. It's a misdirection, kind of not a sweep, but I don't know how you. It's its own special blocking scheme, but essentially you fake the belly and come around backside with the sweep, and it's a good time to pull it out.
First down and goal, Lake Brantley, the MCC 4. 1 minute to go now in the first half. First and goal, Patriots. Cody East drops under center. Hand off to 6 again, misdirection. Touchdown, Lake Brantley. Number 6 on the handoff from Cody East. On the misdirection and a touchdown for Lake Brantley.
And that's that misdirection sweep that they ran a couple plays before the play they just ran. So good drive, running the football for Lake Brantley there. And maybe they kind of wore them down a little bit, although there were some pretty good plays out of MCC's defense. So, but alas, no shutout tonight, right before the half ends.
Yeah, and you see there, Lake Brantley, that whole drive, just getting back to their DNA, their bread and butter there with the misdirection plays. Number 6, the back there, just making plays left and right there for Lake Brantley, and much needed score. And they're going to go for 2 here, trying to cut it to a 2-possession game. Once again, it'll be Cody East under center. He's got a big back behind him, almost like a fullback. Handoff to 6 again, trying to get to the outside. MCC was expecting it there, and the anticipation drops him for a big loss. Noah Flores leads the charge. And with 51
play
seconds.
They scored on. The thing about misdirection is you can't run it every time. Eventually they're going to get redirected.
And with 51 seconds to go in the first half, it's 24-6. Hustlers lead. They'll get the ball back here, but a great drive there by Lake Brantley. And it all started with a really good kick return They got it up to the 36 and caps off a 74-yard touch or 64-yard touchdown drive. And now we'll see if the Hustlers, with 3 timeouts, have enough time to march down the field and score again. I mean, we know that Will Stewart can make it from at least 42.
Pretty decent win, though, coming back into his face.
Yeah, he made it with the wind at his back earlier on, but the wind has picked up throughout as the sun has set. 51 seconds to go again in the first half. Number 26 will handle the kickoff here for Lake Brantley. And, I mean, this is only the second kickoff of the game we'll see down to MCC. The first one was kind of muffed, and MCC started inside their own 5. We'll see if Flores or Woolard get a shot to cleanly return this. That's an underrated part of Noah Flores' game, is his kick return and punt return ability. I remember many a weekends at Satellite Youth Football that a game would start 7-0 Satellite because Flores wouldn't waste any time. Before the half, Cocoa leads Satellite 57-0. Kickoff here again is going to be short. It's a sky kick. That one will drop down. It's returnable for Justin Woolard. Woolard with some good blocking. Gets dragged down there. Helmet comes off of Woolard at the end of the play. And it'll be first down and 10 MCC. They'll start at about their own 25-yard line. To say the least, though, I think Coco's still undisputed number 1 on the East Coast.
Yeah, I mean,
not much else
57 points in 23 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see them soon. This might be the only game this year you don't see on the network, and we'll have to keep an eye on Tigers and their quest for a three-peat this season.
Oh, I think they will. I think they're better than they were last year.
I agree. But now it's not 2S. They'll be back to facing some of those teams down
They
south.
get rid of that?
Yep. Realignment again this year.
Nice little experiment, guys.
All for the fun fact, there's a penalty there on the play. It
was a face mask.
Yeah, with the penalty or the helmet coming off.
So Woolard should be able to stay on the field.
It'll be first and 10 MCC at their own 42. They have 43 seconds, 58 yards to the end zone, and 3 timeouts. It is first down and 10 now for MCC. Brogan McNabb rolls out to his right side here, escaping the blitz. He'll get to the outside. Flag comes in, and McNabb will pick up 2 yards, but a flag came in, and I believe it's going to be a hold on MCC.
They were looking to set up a wheel there, and nice job by the corner to stick with the wheel. Corner's always got the wheel, and he saw it coming and stuck with it, and that's why McNabb had to take off with it. I imagine there's going to be like a hold or something right here.
Yeah, it's a hold on MCC. And most passing plays we've seen from McNabb have been rollout, play action looks. A lot of the time, that one's just a rollout, but that enables him to use his legs. But also, if he gets stuck kind of with an indecision, that forces him to the sideline there. And the longer the play goes, the higher the chances for a man downfield, or in that case, a hold there for MCC. It is first down and it's first and 19 for MCC at their own 33-yard line. 34 seconds to go now in the first half, a longer way to go. McNabb in the shotgun. He'll drop back again. Quick play fake, pocket collapsing. McNabb flushed out. McNabb on the run, shedding defenders. Brogan McNabb still on his feet. McNabb picks up about 17 yards. It's going to be third and short now for MCC, and the Hustlers and Coach Tillman will take a timeout here ahead of 3rd and 2 at the 50. McNabb again, electric with his legs. Picks up a lot of yardage there, pretty much erases the holding.
Yeah, makes it third and manageable. You still are on the plus side of the 50, maybe. Right at the 50. 20 seconds left. Could take a couple shots downfield here, maybe.
Yeah, it'll be second down, or I think 3rd down and 3 for MCC at their own 49 is where it's listed. It's a gain of 16 as the hold was on first down, so it is 2nd down and 3. 20 seconds to go in the half. MCC will have 2 timeouts and 51 yards to go to the end zone. But we've seen this Hustlers offense have big play potential and big play execution as well. The deep ball, I mean, if they can get it to work, it's been there. But also running the ball, Flores, McNabb, Kelly, I mean, they could break it there too, but I'm assuming it's just going to be pass, pass, pass all the way out here. It'll be 2nd down and 3 here for MCC at their own 49 out of the timeout. McNabb in the shotgun, 20 seconds to go. McNabb drops back to pass, looking downfield, will throw in the flat, hauled in, 1st down and more, breaking down the sidelines. That's a gain of about 14 yards to the outside, hauled in by Noah Flores, timeout MCC. 9 seconds come off the clock, it'll be 11 seconds to go. And it'll be 1st down, Hustlers.
Yeah, you'd like him to get out of bounds, try and conserve that timeout, but it's okay. It's a good gain.
They were
Way to
definitely
make
looking
something
deep
happen.
there. That's the
Oh, yeah, that was the
dump off. to
Yeah, that was the
Flores.
outlet.
Take a second here again. Thank Electric Tide Records. You can find them for all your needs at 321-684-0110 or at et-records.com. Anything you can think of, theme songs, all across that field of work, Electric Tide Records is the best in the business here on the East Coast and beyond. Give them a call or check them out online or look for them on social media as well. A proud supporter of Brevard Sports Network and Youth and Prep Sports in Brevard County. 1st down and 10, MCC at the Lake Brantley 38-yard line. 11 seconds, 1 timeout to spare here. In the shotgun, McNabb in an empty set now. Trips near side, 2 split far. McNabb drops back to pass again. McNabb flushed out of the pocket. McNabb steps up. Flag comes in. McNabb still running for it. He'll get slung down after a short gain. 2 seconds sit on the clock. Another flag comes in after the play.
Well, you definitely got a hold.
We got a lot to unpack.
I don't know what happened over on the sideline, but there was certainly a hold. I mean, he slung him down. No doubt about it. I think at this point you maybe just run the ball, take it in a half.
It'll be a hold on MCC, and then a face mask on Lake Brantley. They offset. It'll be 1st and 10 once again for MCC, but now they lose 9 more seconds.
The play was a wash. All it did was, like you said, lose time. I think you just run the ball and go into the half.
It'll be 1st down and 10 again for MCC at the Lake Brantley 38-yard line. 2 seconds to go in the first half. Last play coming up here for the Hustlers, leading by 18. Some Little League World Series updates. Lake Mary, Florida leads Washington 5-1. 1st down and 10 for MCC. We'll see if they choose to run the clock out or let it fly to the end zone. Definitely out of field goal range on this try, or on this down. 1st down and 10. McNabb alone in the shotgun. They're going to look to send this one into the end zone on the last play, I'd assume. 1st and 10. 5 wide, empty set for MCC. Brogan McNabb, 2 seconds to spare. McNabb drops back to pass. Receivers
Screen.
going deep. It's going to be a screen underneath. The
dropped it.
Woolard dropped, goes to the ground. And that will take us to halftime here from the Hive. MCC with a solid first half, leading Lake Brantley 24-6. All things considered, they played well offensively, defensive touchdown, special teams turnover. And we'll see what they can come out with in half number 2 as Lake Brantley is starting to get going as well. It'll be interesting. Logan, your takeaways from the first half.
Yeah, if you look through the sloppiness of what's going to be a first, preseason game that's going to happen, there's some good things really for both teams. I think MCC is looking like the more well-rounded team here. Like you said, they're scoring on both offense and defense, good special teams play. That's a recipe to win football games. Lake Brantley, they got something going right there at the end. That's some momentum to bring into the half, see if they can bring it out into the second half.
With that, we'll head to the half, and we'll be back in about 17 minutes for the start of half number 2 here from MCC. Hustlers lead the Patriots 24-6. Welcome you back live here to the Hive at MCC through one half of tonight's Kickoff Classic action. And the MCC Hustlers lead Lake Brantley 24-6. I do now have the updated roster for Lake Brantley. So their touchdown was scored by number 6, Vinny Messina, and a big interception in the first half by number 16, Dayton Lexador. To give credit to those two. We made some big plays in the first half for Lake Brantley. They trail it by 18 at the half. MCC looks solid on all three facets of the ball, but definitely still some things they need to clean up in the second half. And we'll see how they look coming out of the half. Lake Brantley looked like they were kind of getting their wits together there throughout the second half, getting their offense rolling. And we'll see if that kind of rolls over into the second half.
Yeah, just ran out of time there. They put together one good drive, just didn't get an opportunity to get the ball back and string that together. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, not necessarily out of it. It is high school football. You know, crazier things have happened. It is 24-6. I mean, but you know, they could still make something happen.
Yeah, I would definitely say this one not out of reach for the Patriots yet. I'm looking for in the second half from MCC. Develop the passing attack. Brogamian has been great on the ground, but been slightly out of touch with the receivers. He does have a touchdown pass from 13 yards out, but that deep ball has been so close to getting set up, and if MCC can start hammering that off, it's not going to be very easy to find a way to stop this offense for any team here in Brevard County. Looking forward for MCC. Week 1 next week will be Holy Trinity. Then they face the team that knocked them out of the playoffs, the defending state champ, Trinity Catholic, or state finalist. In Brevard County, they play Holy Trinity, Vieira, and Heritage all at home this season. As the kickoffs, this will be back at their own 25-yard line. So I guess there was a penalty at the last play of the first half. That pushes them back 15 yards. It'll be first. The kickoff will take place from their own 25-yard line. Missed what the penalty was, but 15 yards on MCC. And that'll give Lake Brantley a shot to get a solid return here, as they did at the end of the first half. Their last kickoff return getting out to the 36. Fans on their feet. Cowbells ringing here for MCC as the boot gets away from Stewart. Bounce down. And that flag comes in as runner goes out of bounds on the return. The kickoff out of bounds there. So legal procedure. Lake Brantley learns from their first half mistakes there and just lets it ride.
Yeah, avoid another disaster there on the kickoff.
We'll see where that marks Lake Brantley now to start the second half. Now, the fact they failed the two-point conversion keeps them down by 3 possessions here. They're down by 18. If they could have converted that, it'd be 2 possessions at 16. But that's going to set Lake Brantley up. First down and 10 at their own 49, or actually at the 50-yard line.
Yikes.
Really good field position from that kick going out of bounds. By far the best starting field position for the Patriots tonight.
Oh, yeah, far and away. And you know what? The last time they had good field position off of a good kickoff, they went down there and scored. So
we'll be looking to start the second half hot here. First down and 10, Lake Brantley at the 50. Fresh 12 minutes on the clock to start quarter number 3. Once again, 3 backs with Cody East, the quarterback. Handoff right up the gut. And a gain of about 5 yards on first down. The run by Porter Craig. Solid run on the gut. Up the gut on the handoff from East. Noah Ostrander makes the tackle for MCC. And Craig still down on the play after the carry.
he's cramping up. You can see it. He's got that cramp run.
And he'll make his way off the field before the trainers even get out to him. That'll bring up second down and 5 for Lake Brantley at the MCC 45. Latest score update we got as Vieira leads Palm Bay 35-14. As without Cromartie and without Pillow, Vieira looks like they could be improved going this season. As looking solid in the Kickoff Classic, some concerns now rising for Palm Bay. Second down and 5 for Lake Brantley at the MCC 45. East drops back to pass. Quick throw on the out route is too high. Looking for Vinny Messina. Incomplete there. Third down and 5. Lake Brantley at their own 35.
I don't necessarily agree with throwing it there. I mean, moving the ball, running. Now you're putting yourself in a third and medium, which It's probably 2 down territory, but still, I mean, you pick up 2 or 3 on a run, let's just say, then now you're not in this situation. But
especially when you get 5 on first down.
Exactly. And you're a run-first team.
3rd down and 5, Lake Brantley at the MCC 45-yard line. Cody East under center. Again in the diamond formation in the backfield, handoff to Messina. Messina around the edge. Can't get anywhere past the original line of scrimmage. MCC thinks they have the football. And he's ruled down. It'll be 4th down and 5. Lake Brantley at the MCC 45. Hustlers looking to force a turnover on downs. Lake Brantley trying to keep it moving. I mean, they started at the 50, trying to avoid a 4 and out here.
Yeah, they got on the grease board there at halftime and said, all right, this Mr. Action play ain't happening no more. That's what they gashed them on in their scoring drive, and that's what they tried to run there. They said, no, this is how we're going to fit this up, and sure enough, they did.
Good adjustment so far defensively from MCC, and Lake Brantley's offense still on the field. It's 4th down and 5, Patriots at the MCC 45-yard line. Now East hits the shotgun. 2 receivers, trips near side, 1 receiver far. 4th down and 5, Lake Brantley. East will throw it outside, caught. And it's going to be a 1st down for Lake Brantley as they go back to the pass. This time it's successful, a gain of 6 or 7 yards.
Good enough for a 1st down. It's a good cover 1 beater. Just run through the sticks and turn around. And good route to shake the man coverage and get yourself open. Enough for the 1st down. Just catch it and get down.
Roman DaCosta on the reception. 1st down and 10. Lake Brantley to the MCC 38-yard line is coming out with a few passes and a few runs, balancing the offense to start the second half. 1st down and 10. Man in motion is Messina. Handoff up the middle this time. No, it's a keeper to the outside, and MCC not fooled whatsoever. That's a loss of 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 12 for Lake Brantley on the keep by Cody East. It'll be a loss of 1, 3rd, or it should be 2nd down and 11 here for Lake Brantley at the MCC 39. Here on the opening drive of the second half. Hustlers with the advantage.
Okay.
2nd and 11 for Lake Brantley. East in the shotgun with split backs this time. Here it is, 2nd down and 11 for Lake Brantley. Whistles, flags come in.
Delay game.
Delay game coming for Lake Brantley. And they do convert on that 4th down, but now they're facing a 2nd and 16 for Lake Brantley. And that's an issue, hopefully, for them stays just in the Kickoff Classic with the delay game. It's going to be 2nd down and 16. Lake Brantley back to the MCC 44 now. Off to delay a game. Under 9 minutes to go in the 3rd. Flags come in before the play here. And this drive going now from bad to worse for Lake Brantley. 5 more yards. False start. Now going to be 2nd down and 21. And a trip back to Altamont Springs. 2nd down and it's going to be 2nd and 20.
Did you say back to Altamont Springs? Altamont Springs is that way.
All right. I'm trying here. 2nd down and 20. Lake Brantley at the MCC 49. East in the shotgun, pump fakes. He's going to let it fly. As batted down at the line of scrimmage by MCC. Incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 20.
And to make matters worse, that's a big body to fall on top of you, too.
Noah Ostrander makes the play for MCC. 3rd and 20 for Lake Brantley. Ezra Engel and the defense here trying to keep the energy up ahead of 3rd and 20. Lake Brantley, this is a situation that their offense rarely faces and gets out of.
Yeah, this is not what they're equipped for.
3rd down and 20. Lake Brantley at the MCC 49. East rolls out right. East on the run again, escaping pressure, stepping up. Cody East with room to run. Cody East cuts back inside. East still on his feet. Gets lit up at the end of the play, but East gets enough back to set up a 4th down and manageable now again for the Patriots to go for, as Cody East picks up 16 yards. And I'll bring up 4th down and 4 for Lake Brantley at the MCC 33, 4th and 5.
You got to assume they're going to go for it. See, they caught him in man-to-man coverage. That means the defensive backs had their back turned to the quarterback. Well, when it's 3rd and long and you got a mobile quarterback like that, you can take advantage of that. You saw an open field down the field and took off with it.
We got a Patriot down on the play. I'd like to thank our 3rd quarter sponsor, All Systems Mow. They're the best in the business here in Brevard County for mowing and landscaping. And we thank them and the Norton family for their support of Brevard Sports Network. You can find them at 321-501-7019. Like and follow them on Facebook as well to support All Systems Mow.
You got a lawn, you mow where to go. All Systems Mow.
Solid.
Look at that.
Day by day making slogans. Still a injured Lake Brantley player on the far side of the field. This is still the first drive of the second half. Lake Brantley taking their time here. They start at the 50, now set up at the 33 for 4th down and 5. With 8:16 to go in the 3rd. MCC with the 18-point lead. Again, MCC will open the season in a week. Regular season against Holy Trinity. And the next installment of that rivalry here at MCC before they travel to Trinity Catholic. The team that knocked them out in the regional finals last year.
Trinity, they're up in Jacksonville, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, they've always had a pretty solid program, so that should be a pretty good game.
I think they either won the state championship last year or fell in that title.
Well,
game.
they've won a couple recently, within the last 10 or 12 years.
The most astonishing part is they played in 1S, but they didn't play any games really in 1S. They went to the playoffs at 3-7 and made the state title game.
Yeah.
As long as you win the district title at that point, you're in the playoffs.
That's all that matters.
That's all they were worried about. That not as big of a concern now. Back to the 1A through 7A system.
Back to basics. Glad they shut down that little experiment.
That'll be a fun little tidbit forever. Cocoa is the only 2S champions ever. They did it the only 2 years it ever existed.
Yeah.
The only difference is now, for those who don't know the changes, 1A through 7A are classifications. And at the end of the year, there's going to be an open tournament with, I think, the top 8 teams in the state of Florida that will compete for the overall state champion. Top 8 FHSAA teams. I believe they also kept a rural classification, one rural classification left over.
That's probably good. You got tiny schools out in the middle of nowhere,
I think that's about 8 to 10 teams there as well. So those are the changes. We got a lot of movement early.
Oh, they got him. Should be enough.
Well, there was a receiver that moved on the far side as well, so we'll see if the D-line moved first or if it was that receiver split far. If it is an offsides, it should be 1st down Lake Brantley, but it is the false start. And it's going to be 4th and 10 now, and that was the receiver on the far side that jumped and triggered everything else. It'll be 4th and 10, but again, I don't see a reason Lake Brantley would punt it here. With the score the way it is and the field position where they are, trying not to go scoreless on a drive where they started at the 50-yard line.
If they've got a screen in their playbook, now would be a pretty good time to run that, take advantage of this defensive line's aggressiveness, and see if you can get them upfield and hit a screen behind them.
4th down and 10 now for Lake Brantley at the MCC 39-yard line.
New quarterback.
It is a new quarterback here for Lake Brantley, 4th and 10. It'll be a rollout to the right here, looking to throw it. Throwing underneath, it's hauled in, pushing for the sticks, not going to get there. And it's a turnover on downs for Lake Brantley to start the second half. Tackle made by Caden Kelly. Hauled in by Ez French. That's a turnover on downs. The drive started at the 50. Takes over 4 minutes If it doesn't get outside the 30-yard line, it's going to be 1st and 10 MCC.
I don't know why you take East out there. I mean, if you're going to roll out like that, he's a pretty good athlete. Give him a chance to take off with it. He picked up 16 the last time he took off.
The only times you really see a different quarterback is if it's a more agile quarterback and you want to run. Not the case there. Or someone maybe who would play it deeper downfield. Again, not the case.
Yeah.
So different quarterback, same result there on 4th. This time a keeper for Brogan McNabb on 1st and 10. Nice hole opens up. McNabb 1st down and more. Brogan McNabb bounces outside with lead blocking. McNabb downfield. That's a gain of about 28 yards. 1st down and 10 MCC in Lake Brantley territory. McNabb picking up right where he left off with his legs.
Yeah, that was a little wrinkle off of that jet touch pass they've been running. Just kind of fake it and run counter back underneath it with the quarterback. Well-designed play and set it up pretty good, running that jet sweep in the first half as often as they did.
1st down and 10 MCC at the Lake Brantley 41. After a gain of 27 yards for Brogan McNabb, now 5 wide. McNabb alone in the shotgun for 1st down. Now man in motion coming across. They fake it to Woolard. McNabb steps up, lets one fly deep down the middle. Overthrown again. Wide open, streaking up ahead was Grady Bonenberger. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. And again, that deep ball's been open every time they've tried it. McNabb hasn't been able to hit it in stride yet.
No, I think he thought the receiver was going to come more towards the middle of the field. Instead, it was more of a skinny post and just couldn't connect.
That's something the energy between the quarterback and the wide receiver here is something you want to sort out in the Kickoff Classic. A new quarterback to this program, a lot of new receivers and weapons as well. Handoff to Kelly here on 2nd down, trying to bounce outside. Kelly still on his feet. And Kelly brought down out by the sideline after a gain of about 5 or 6 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and manageable for MCC. Rufano on the tackle for Lake Brantley. Under 7 minutes to go in the 3rd. It's 3rd down and 4 for MCC at the Lake Brantley 35-yard line. 3rd down and 4 for MCC at the Lake Brantley 35. Brogan McNabb in the shotgun, trips near side, play fake. McNabb keeps up the middle. McNabb still on his feet. 1st down and more again. Brogan McNabb to the outside. McNabb cuts back inside. Gets brought down from behind, but inside the red zone goes MCC inside the 15-yard line. And that's going to be a gain of about 20 yards. 1st down and 10. MCC courtesy of a Brogan McNabb keeper into the All Systems Mo red zone.
He's very slippery. He's not necessarily the fastest player out there, although he is quick. He's just very slippery. Doesn't go down easy and just finds open spots in the field. Good vision.
First down and 10, MCC in the All Systems Mo red zone to the Lake Brantley 15-yard line as we're halfway through the 3rd. No score yet for either team. McNabb lets one fly to the corner of the end zone. It is incomplete, dropped there by Justin Woolard. That one was a little outside, but was catchable there.
I'll tell you what, that might have been his best throw, and I know it wasn't caught, but he threw that with some anticipation, knowing when the receiver was going to break on his route and come back to it. Just a little bit underthrown, but still a good ball and good anticipation on that.
Now a 2nd down and 10, MCC at the Lake Brantley 15. Kelly and McNabb in the shotgun. Trips far side, handoff to Kelly. Kelly with a hole, but it closes up quickly and swallows him up for a gain of about 3 yards. Brought down by Dare de Medeiros. Gain of 4, 3rd down and 6 for MCC at the Lake Brantley 11. Looking to cash in here on this drive in good field position. Get some personnel on the field switching out. MCC running out of time on the play clock, I'd imagine. Got to get set here. 5 wide for 3rd down and 6. Brogan McNabb Drops back to pass on third down. Steps up, hit in the pocket, rolls out, throws it on the run. And it is caught. Touchdown, MCC. And that's number
10, Tristan Arroyo.
And a big-time touchdown there for MCC. Good throw on the run, hauled in by Tristan Arroyo. His first touchdown of the night. And a heads-up throw on the run there for McNabb on third down. Pocket collapsing. He steps up and delivers a dime there on the run for the touchdown as MCC continues to roll into the second half now with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
It's a great job of keeping his eyes down the field, too, and not looking to just take off with it. And Arroyo just sitting in a wide-open spot in the zone and nobody around him. Just easy pitch and catch.
Kick is good for Will Stewart. And with just over 5 minutes to go in the third, MCC will jump ahead by 25. It's 31-6 now for MCC. A nice drive there coming off the turnover on downs, forced by their defense after Lake Brantley had started in good territory. That good defense breeds good offense, and MCC cashes in for the 11-yard touchdown pass from Brogan McNabb to Tristan Arroyo. Lake Brantley definitely has to respond here with some sort of points on this drive, as MCC looking to put the game out of reach here soon. Again, any score updates, love to get them in the chat. Last time I saw, Heritage was leading Rockledge 21-3 as well in a highly anticipated Kickoff Classic match. (31-6) MCC leads this one. 5 minutes to go in the third, 17 minutes to go overall. Is getting set to kick back off for MCC is Will Stewart. I like what I'm seeing so far from MCC tonight. A lot of offseason expectations, a lot of new talent, looking pretty solid so far. Stewart to kick it away here following the touchdown. And another ball going to end up out of bounds for the MCC kickoff crew. Got to get that ball closer to the middle of the field. We got a hustler down after the play here. And we'll see where Lake Brantley starts this time after another kickoff sails out of bounds. An issue they didn't have in the first half.
Yeah, it looks like he's starting to cramp up.
And that's an issue you'll see a surplus of in spring games and kickoff classics, hopefully for the regular season. Don't have as much cramping.
Yeah, maybe the first couple games, and it usually finds its level.
And this will set up Lake Brantley for 1st and 10. It seems like at their own 35 this time. Last time it put them up at the 50. Not the case this time around. But yeah, Lake Brantley, I think, a must-score drive here in some capacities. They trail by 25. It's a 4-possession game now. Lake Brantley's got to find an answer. And the problem is, too, is their offense is slow. They burn a lot of clock moving down the field the way they do, which is not on their side. Snap, fumbled, ball on the ground.
That's what happens when you bring in a new quarterback sometimes.
And MCC thinks they have it. They do not.
Nope. I'll call it second down.
But that's a waste of a down for Lake Brantley. Luckily, not a waste of a possession. Second down and 10. Lake Brantley still at their own 35.
I don't know if Cody East went down or what, but it's kind of an interesting time to bring in another quarterback.
And my only thought here is if there's some sort of competition over there, they're working it out. Maybe first half, second half. Although East did start the second half for a few plays. Second down and 10. Lake Brantley at their own 35-yard line. Different formation as well. 2 receivers each side. Doubles As this will be a handoff, jet sweep to the near side. Cutting inside, still on his feet, trying to reverse the field. Still up, getting to the other side of the field, and pushed out of bounds by Daniel Tollivert.
Ref took a tumble.
And the carry there by Dayton Lexador. The official is up and all right. And a solid play. Lexador somehow got all the way back across the field through the entire defense. By the time he got there, though, nowhere else to run. And that'll set up third down and manageable for only 3rd and 2 for Lake Brantley at the MCC 43-yard line. First down they have to have. As Lake Brantley gets in a quick huddle. It is 3rd down and 3 for Lake Brantley at their own 43-yard line, 3rd and 2. It's going to be a run up the middle.
He's going to be short. Kind of ran into each other at the mesh point, kind of threw that all off. Still was able to make something happen.
They got back to the line of scrimmage. It was a movable force against a movable force.
It's going to be a first down. Okay.
They're going to give him the first down there. I guess a surge there, the second effort. First down, Lake Brantley. But yeah, the line of scrimmage and D-line there was unstoppable force versus a movable object. He just ran into everybody. There was a pile. And at the end of the day, he surges forward for the 2 yards he needed, and just that. First down and 10, Lake Brantley at their own 45. Big drive here. Closing the third quarter out. First down and 10, handoff to number 6, misdirection. He'll pick up 3 yards there on the run again by Vinny Messina. Tackle made there by Vance Sanger. Noah Ostrander makes the tackle along with Vance Sanger. Sanger, a two-sport athlete at MCC, plays lacrosse and football. He was a leading scorer on the lacrosse team as a freshman. Making a lot of good tackles tonight on the defensive line as well for MCC. Ostrander also a lacrosse player. Second down for Lake Brantley. Handoff right up the middle into a wall of yellow. No gain there. It's going to be third down.
Yeah, Lake Brantley just doesn't have really a sense of urgency here to try and get themselves back into it. I mean, it's a decent drive so far, but I mean, they've only ran, 7 plays maybe.
At this point, their most success has been outside runs, whether a sweep or a misdirection.
They're taking away that inside give all the way.
It's third down and 6 for Lake Brantley at their own 49-yard line. See if they look to pass here. The quarterback has been Ez French. Third down and 6. Low snap. French picks it up. He's going to run to the outside. Still on his feet. French running ahead. And he'll be stopped short of the line to gain. About 3 yards short as the Hustlers get to him. And I'll bring up fourth down again in MCC territory. And again, I'd expect 4 down territory from Lake Brantley. Last time they were stopped on 4th and 10. This one will be more manageable.
I think the bad snap is what caused, I don't think the quarterback was supposed to keep that. Yeah, it was just kind of a broken play and did what he could with it. I mean, made it somewhat manageable, but it's 4th down. I mean, you absolutely have to pick up these 3 yards. And 3 yards has been relatively tough these last 3 drives.
Coming up on a minute to go in the third quarter. Big play for the scope of this game. It's 4th down and 3, Lake Brantley at the MCC 48. The diamond formation in the backfield. Motion. They'll toss it to the motion. Breaks one tackle, but he's going to get brought down for no gain, and then back-to-back turnover on downs. Tackle made by Howard Dewitt. And it's going to be first down MCC at their own 48-yard line. Nice stop by Dewitt.
A great job by the DB there to get off that block and just blow up the point of attack and really mess up the running lane for the pitch.
Yeah, through the motion, he followed him through the backfield and makes the hit for no gain and makes it turnover on downs. First down and 10 MCC at their own 48. That's a crazy score. Mainland 4, O'Galley 3.
What are they playing, soccer?
Baseball. Out of those two programs, I would not expect a score like that low scoring.
2 safeties is absolutely insane. Uh-oh.
Low snap. Kelly got a fall on it. McNabb actually picked it up. That's a loss
Whoa.
of about 30 yards. Got some extracurriculars upfield. Flags are down.
Well, now you're going to get offsetting, and I think they just threw Arroyo out. He kind of threw a slap. You can't retaliate. I know he probably irked you, but it would have been just a flag on Lake Brantley, but now it's going to be offsetting, and now you're going to lose Arroyo.
Officials will discuss. That was already a loss of 20 yards. MCC can't really have much more. They're already set trying to play. The officials are still sorting things out. I think MCC's trying to hurry up.
Yeah.
45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Personal foul, Lake Brantley. Unsportsmanlike conduct, MCC.
Yep.
And Arroyo is done for the game. I believe I saw the
Yeah. He was
ejection
ejected.
there on Arroyo. So it is offsetting 15-yard penalties, but MCC already had lost 20 yards on the bad snap. Arroyo also getting some help off the field is on top of that. But he won't be coming back despite if he's cleared to play or not. That's a loss of 13 yards officially. Second down and 23 for MCC at their own 35. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Look and make sure they sort everything out, they being the officials here before they snap the ball.
Golly. Let's go.
It'll be second down and 23 for MCC. Setting up at their own 35 after a loss of 13 on a low snap. 2 offsetting 15-yard penalties on the last play, with Tristan Arroyo being ejected for the Hustlers. Arroyo had a touchdown in the game before this point. As getting ready to finally whistle it live for second down and 23. Empty set for McNabb. 5 wide, or actually 4 receivers far side. McNabb drops back to pass, lets one fly to the outside. It's caught in the flat on a screen pass, breaks 1 tackle. Bonenberger still on his feet. Down the sideline, there goes Bonenberger. And just up to the line to gain. We'll see if he got the yardage there.
There's a flag in the backfield.
Not going to matter if it's on MCC. And here is the call. Personal foul.
Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer, so
Tack
that's
15
on Lake
more on
Brantley.
that.
There's 15 more. Undisputably now a first down for MCC.
It was a great tunnel screen that they are jailbreak screen. You release 2. I don't think it's technically a jailbreak screen because you only release 2 offensive linemen, but kind of climbed. The receiver climbed and then came back behind the line of scrimmage, lobbed it over there, and then he had a wall in front of him. That's when, and then the receiver was able to do a little bit himself and spring the free, but good blocking down the field to make that happen, and then the extra 15 yards to boot.
It's going to end up being a 38-yard play overall. 23 yards on the run by Bonenberger, 15 more courtesy of the defense. It's first down and 10. MCC now up to the Lake Brantley 29. First down and 10, MCC at the Lake Brantley 29-yard line. Handoff up the middle to a new running back with some room to run. Nice hole up the seam.
Oh, he's still up.
Still on his feet, spinning off 2 more tacklers. And a big time gain there for MCC. That is number 23, Howard Dewitt, who just made the stop to force the turnover on downs to give him the drive.
Nice little tote.
And that's going to run out the clock in the third quarter. MCC will start with 1st and goal to start the fourth. They lead it 31-6 here in the Kickoff Classic over Lake Brantley. Hustlers looking solid, looking to close out the preseason win here over Lake Brantley into the fourth quarter. And a big time run by Howard Dewitt. I wonder if he ever goes by Howie. Be Howie Dewitt.
Howie too.
As we get set to go in quarter number 4, fourth quarter sponsor will be Electric Tide Records. And MCC will start in the Electric Tide Records red zone, and it'll be goal to go after the run by Dewitt.
And boy, did he do it on that run. Hey-oh.
It'll be 1st and goal now for the Hustlers. It just seems like the more different backs they have, the more different receivers, the more different weapons that we're seeing.
They're deep, offensively for sure.
This is all without Romello Hernandez, arguably their best wideout. But MCC hasn't missed a beat offensively. And now we'll see if they can just close it out through the last 12 minutes and take a Kickoff Classic win over Lake Brantley. 2nd year in a row, Lake Brantley comes to Brevard for the Kickoff Classic. Last year, they played Melbourne. That one was a tight game. I think they both had over 20 points. Remember as well, Lake Brantley started that game with an 80-yard touchdown on the first play of the game.
That is correct.
1st down and goal, MCC at the Lake Brantley 6-yard line. Brogan McNabb in the shotgun. Fakes the give. McNabb swallowed up in the backfield. He'll be sacked for a loss of 3 or 4 yards there. He tries to go over the tackler, gets taken down from his ankles there.
Yeah, I think he was trying to pass that off. It kind of bobbled the snap, and that's what led to that.
And another player slow to get up on the play for MCC. It's Ezra Engel again. Engel playing both ways tonight, offensively and leading the defense with tackles, I believe, on the night. And he's down again with some discomfort. He was been on the sideline getting some attention from the trainers so far, so might be a recurring issue for Engel. Engel also a satellite transfer from 2 seasons ago. As we have an injury timeout, I'd like to tell you about Electric Tide Records. As Nick Avdelis and Electric Tide Records have joined the BSN family of sponsors that support youth and prep sports in Brevard County. Electric Tide Records can produce, record, create, or mix and master any type of music and vocals. Electric Tide Records has instrumentals, theme songs, commercial jingles, film, audio, and much more. In fact, Electric Tide Records created Brevard Sports Network's 2024 football theme, so why not let Nick and Electric Tide Records go to work for you? You'll be glad they did. And all their information there at the bottom of your screen as it's 2nd down and goal now for MCC at the Lake Brantley 10. McNabb drops the pass, blitz coming, high ball brought in, still on his feet. Justin Woolard breaks a tackle on the sideline, and he is in.
Man.
Touchdown MCC, Justin Woolard.
That was all Woolard, too. I mean, that was another screen pass, and it was thrown high. He was almost dead to rights at the beginning, but just determination and willpower. He said, no. I'm getting in on this party. I'm scoring a touchdown.
First touchdown of the season for Justin Woolard. 3rd touchdown pass for Brogan McNabb in his Hustler debut. And it is now pending extra point, 37-6. Extra point coming from Will Stewart. And yeah, that one a screen pass, high pointed by Woolard, and then taken down the sideline and pushed in at the pylon. Great play by him, and I'm telling you, that's the name to watch in Brevard County this season. Justin Woolard. As kick coming here from Will Stewart. Extra point is low. Knuckleball gets through for Will Stewart. He stays perfect on the night, and MCC now jumps ahead 38-6. This Hustler team looking really solid here for the 2024 season. And despite their classification, I think a top team to watch in Brevard County this year, right here in South Melbourne. As they lead it by 32 points. I believe 3 away from what would be a running clock. Here in the Kickoff Classic. Well, for the Hustlers, a lot of expectations going into this year so far. Seems like they're warranted. The offense living up to expectation. Defense, I would say, exceeding so far tonight, especially with their adjustments.
Well, I think offensively, the addition of Knox and getting Brogan McNabb over, I mean, that's a perfect quarterback for Knox Robinson's system. And it unlocks a whole new element with McNabb's legs. And, you know, you got 4 or 5 receivers. They're down one receiver. You got a couple of backs that you're able to run the ball with. And I think this offense is going to be fun to watch all season long. I mean, especially when they get into their own classification play and the other teams in Brevard that they play as well.
Yeah, Knox Robinson been all over the place the last few years. Was set to become the replacement for Ted Kimmy at Satellite initially. Then he leaves the school. He was the offensive coordinator at Satellite during that 10-win season. Then he goes over to Cocoa for a season. Wins a state championship. Comes to MCC last year and back this year to be the offensive coordinator. As the kickoff again will be Will Stewart for MCC. 11:19 to play in the Kickoff Classic. Hustlers lead big. It's a 4-possession lead as the boot down here. This one stays in bounds, is returnable. It's muffed for Lake Brantley. Trying to reverse field, losing ground. Breaks a tackle, getting to the sideline, cuts back inside. Could have been worse there for Anthony Ayala on the return for Lake Brantley. As he makes something out of it after all.
I want to point out another coach that MCC's got. They've got Neefy Moffitt on their staff. Neefy played here in Brevard County and played college ball as well. And it's on the defensive side of the ball for sure. Defensive line coach, and we've seen how stifling that defensive line has been. So doing a pretty good job thus far.
First down and 10. Lake Brantley will take over at their own 18-yard line at this point. Trying to get any points back that they can to try and stay in this football game. Time's not on their side, and their offense and the time that it consumes is not on their side either. First down to 10. Lake Brantley at their own 19. Fumble on the play, immediately picked up there by Lake Brantley.
That was another fumbled snap. And
I mean,
fortunately, this is a preseason game, so you got time to get that cleaned up. But getting into the season, that's not a mistake that you can have.
Caden Kelly makes a stop for MCC. It'll bring up second down and 11 for Lake Brantley. That's the thing with that offense. It's under center, which seems like you shouldn't have the fumbled snaps, but it's such a quick turnaround and handoff and a quick snap around. You got to make sure you secure the ball if you're the quarterback before you turn.
Well, new quarterback still in there as well. So, I mean, the exchange is going to be different.
He's in the shotgun now for second and 11. And there's a muffed handoff. Looks like MCC's got it. And waiting for the official word. MCC football, they'll start in the red zone. A fumble recovery. Recovered by Vance Sanger. The sophomore with the fumble recovery. It'll be first down and 10 MCC inside the Electric Tide Records red zone. I believe that's their third turnover of the night. 2 defensively, 1 on special teams.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better dream for a defensive tackle. Just bounced right into his arms. He was still engaged in a block. It just fell right into his arms.
Sanger makes a play, first down and 10. MCC at the Lake Brantley 15-yard line. That's Kelly. Wildcat direct snap. Caden Kelly to the corner, untouched Touchdown MCC from 15 yards out. Caden Kelly in the end zone for the first time, untouched of the Wildcat run. And that'll initiate a running clock as MCC showing out here in the Kickoff Classic at home versus Lake Brantley.
They may just be doing that to take McNabb out for the rest of the game. I mean, this one's wrapped up, But if they do have a Wildcat look with him, I mean, McNabb's fast, but when you run a quarterback sweep with the running back, there's a little extra gear.
Caden Kelly is listed as quarterback on the roster as
so maybe
secondary position. So,
well, at least you can still run your offense.
Absolutely. Stewart here to kick the extra point through. Kick is up. It is good again. He stays perfect on the night. MCC put.
Will Stewart and Jackson Park making the score. Hustlers 45.
Putting it on the scoreboard here. 45-6. Hustlers lead. Running clock.
Engaged.
The clock has begun here with now less than 9 minutes to play in this football game, and the Hustlers making a statement here on the first Friday night of the season. I got to look deep into what 1A has to offer, but I think MCC can make another decent run here through the first few rounds. See if they can host a playoff game for the second year in a row.
Yeah, I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Obviously, there's going to be things to clean up. I mean, there was some, I want to call it undisciplined, but sloppy play. With the penalties, I mean, they've had several penalties tonight, but that offense is humming. It's humming, and that defense swarms to the football. So
I think the biggest thing is just the unforced penalties, the 15 yards. You saw the ejection things, the extracurriculars you don't need.
Exactly.
Get them out of your system now because it's going to start meaning more and becoming more of an impact in a regular season.
Exactly, because, I mean, what you did on the scoreboard here is all well and good tonight, but the grand scheme of things, it might as well be 0-0 because this game does not count towards your record.
And
but it is a good start. It's a good jumping off point, that's for sure.
On top of everything, you got Holy Trinity next, which if this one's high energy and high octane, that's a rivalry game. So you got to keep those emotions in check.
Absolutely. South Melbourne versus North Melbourne, too.
Battle of the private schools. MCC and Holy Trinity. We got our first final. Vieira starts out the season holding off Palm Bay 35-27. And a new era for Vieira under Coach Gullah. They start out with a victory over crosstown rival Palm Bay. This one returnable for Lake Brantley coming down the sideline. Still going. Lake Brantley gets stuffed hard.
That was the kicker.
And the kicker makes the hit out by the sideline.
Doing a Pat McAfee impression there and just laying the wood.
Makes the hit on Anthony Ayala, who was setting up another great return there. And the worst case for Ayala is he gets sent into the MCC bench, who's fired up for their kicker. Yeah, it'll be a sideline warning there for MCC, but what can you do?
Yeah, tit for tat, I guess.
First down and 10, Lake Brantley. All things considered, still a good kick return out past the 40-yard line. Clock continues to roll, 6:40 to go. Hustlers still fired up for their kicker, Will Stewart, making the hit there after a solid 30-yard return from Ayala. They're going to add yardage onto the end of this. I guess there's a flag. We got a water break called, the first one of the game. 6:20 to go in the game. And I guess they gave him 5 extra yards for something there. First down and 10, Lake Brantley at their own 47. Good return by Ayala. This one winds down. We got a water break here in the fourth quarter. Again, an hour following the end of the Palm Bay Vieira game, which just happened. So in about an hour, we'll have the Natwick Insurance post-game show. We'll wrap it up talking about and recapping all the scores from the first Friday night of the season here. And we'll look forward next week. And we'll just talk high school football here in Brevard County. So you want to tune in. It'll be our first reactions to the final scores as well, because I haven't seen all of them. I've only seen one final. It'll be first down and 10, Lake Brantley at their own 47-yard line. 6:20 to play in this one, and a running clock. Hustlers lead by 39. First down and 10, Lake Brantley at their own 47. Man in motion coming across. It's a give, jet sweep. Taken off up the middle. Solid gain. That'll be a gain of about 4 yards. Harlan Pete with the tackle on Dayton Lexador. It's a gain of 4 yards. Second down and 6 for Lake Brantley over the midfield of the MCC 49. Another minute has come off the clock. Last update we got from the O'Galley score was 4-3 Commodores.
No, I think it was Mainland 4-3.
Yes, it was. Sorry, 4-3 Buccaneers. Low snap again. French tries to get it up. He'll get dropped for a big loss there. Leading the charge is number 52, Tanner Campbell. Makes a tackle there on Easy French. And it's going to be third down and 8 here for Lake Brantley. Back to their own 49. A loss of 2 yards there by Campbell. Under 5 minutes to go in this one. Third down and 8, Lake Brantley at their own 49. Third down and 8. French drops back to throw, wide open on a hitch. It's hauled in, but a yard short of the line to gain. It was dropped, actually, incomplete pass, and that's brutal for the Patriots. That brings up fourth down and 8 at their own 49. I'd assume they go for it, but that's one you got to catch.
Yeah, it makes it a much more manageable fourth down, but now you're going to be sitting at 4th and long, and I don't know if they got 8 yards in them.
They've converted 1 fourth down thus far in this one. Under 4 minutes to play in this one. The clock continues to roll. Fourth down and 8. Lake Brantley at their own 49. Their last gasp here offensively to try and get something going. In the shotgun is French. Trips far side. French rolls out right. Fourth down and 9. French steps up. He'll take off up the middle, and he'll be brought down from behind. And there'll be another turnover on downs here for Lake Brantley, and MCC will take back over on offense and look to run out the clock with the ball in their hands to win the Kickoff Classic here as they'll get it back. Clock continues to roll, 3:25 and counting to go. Tanner Campbell makes the stop along with Colombo there. On fourth down, it'll be first down and 10 MCC. And at this point, it's just soaking away the clock to pick up a preseason victory.
Yeah, I imagine they're just going to come run the ball.
Start with some
Call
momentum.
it a night. I think they got Kelly in at quarterback, yeah, so maybe some zone read looks, things like that. Get him antiquated in the offense, run a little bit with him, see what you got. But obviously he's your running back.
All things considered, good debut for Brogan McNabb. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Yeah, the 1 pick, but, you know, they happen.
I think he got better throughout the game.
I think he did too. I think he got better after he threw that pick.
Handoff here to Do It. Do It to the outside, cuts back inside. First down and more. Howard Do It blocking in front. There goes Do It down the sideline. Steps back inside. He'll get spun down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 44 yards, and Do It doing it well right now. And honestly, I think he's a solid option in the backfield as well. His 2 carries have gone for a combined 60 yards.
Yeah,
First down inside the Electric Tide Records red zone.
Well, not so fast.
And we got a flag on MCC, and that 44-yard carry will come back. Also like to thank our title sponsor, Natwick Insurance, powering the Brevard Sports Network. I didn't see what the penalty was, but it's
Blocking the back.
Blocking the back on MCC. It'll come back, and wherever it wasn't necessary because Do It was ahead. Unfortunately, you take a good play back. It'll still be first down and 10 MCC, though, at the Lake Brantley 42. so they end up getting some yardage, but clock continues to roll. 120, minute 20 to
yep.
go.
120 seconds.
That'd be 2 minutes. And it is first down and 10. Kelly brings a man in motion. It's a jet touch pass to him around the edge, dropped for a big loss. There was Mike Green on the carry, on the reception technically. 1 minute to go here from the Hive at MCC. The Hustlers lead it by 39 as they look to put this one on ice to start the 2024 season. On top here. Next Friday night, MCC will host Holy Trinity.
Next Friday at 7 p.m., they'll be hosting Holy Trinity Episcopal Academy.
I believe that is a district game as well for them, so they'll start out with a district rivalry game. It's going to be meaningful for both those programs.
The Patriots also will be at home next week.
Second and long for MCC. Last play of the game here, victory formation. Caden Kelly takes the knee, and MCC starts out the 2024 season with a Kickoff Classic victory, 45-6 over Lake Brantley. Impressive performance, really good offensive performance. Obviously 45 points on the board, great defense. They hold them to 6 and actually outscored them defensively or tied them up because they had a pick 6.
Yeah.
And then special teams, all things considered, perfect on field goals, perfect on extra points. A few kicks out of bounds, that's about it. They had a turnover on special teams. All full-faceted win today for MCC. I like what I saw.
Yeah, same. I mean, like I said earlier, a couple things to clean up, but that's what these games are for. We see what that offense can be when it's humming, and that defense looked like it was moving all over the field. So good start to the season, and, here's some more for MCC.
I'd like to thank Electric Tide Records. You see all their information at the bottom of the screen. Also like to thank All Systems Mo and the title sponsor, Natwick Insurance. They're at the bottom of your screen as well. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Again, keep tuned into the Brevard Sports Network over the next hour for the Natwick Insurance postgame show, where we will break down and recap all of tonight's action over from the BSN studio. Thanks to Logan Pettit, MCC, and Lake Brantley. And thanks to everyone for tuning in. We'll see you soon for the postgame show. And for the Kickoff Classics, MCC takes down Lake Brantley 45-6 to start out the 2024 season. And head coach Willie Tillman's campaign here for MCC. We'll see you in an hour for the Natwick Insurance postgame show. Thanks for watching the Brevard Sports Network. 45-6 MCC with the win.